we are back. Why? This is the wrong one. That's the right one. I fixed it. We're back with another session of the one-shot series we're doing of monster hunting for the month of December. I meant to tell you guys this before starting, and I should have told Buster. This will be the last session until probably midway through January, because Christmas, New Year's, and then I will be gone for a week. So now you know. Onto the session. I guess just like recapping what you guys did last time. Your capturing of that Thyron, I think is what we ended up calling it, the flaming fox, resulted in some new things for the city. Several months later, it was also discovered that the one you captured happened to have had been pregnant with like 3 pups. So now the city has a couple of them that it's researching into and learning about. As for this session, you all were summoned by an individual named Kaisa Hellscale. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. Who requested your presence up in the mountains, in the region that I just named, that I now do not have the name of, Zone 24, which is known as Thunder Peak. Which I will move the icon to show you all where that is. You have been sent to this mountain range. Upon arrival, as you are missing your half-orc friend, as he was busy and was unable to answer the call to arms, you all arrive to the campsite. Oh my god. You would all arrive to the campsite to find, well, the 2 of you and your very, very good boy, Frisbee, arrive to the camp to find the tiefling who had summoned you, as well as a Goliath individual, which I'll pull up the map now. Hopefully it slowly generates all of you guys in. Any minute now. All right, cool. Stop marking the map. As you arrive on the
forgot I had that quick.
As you arrive to the campsite, you will notice that there are a number of bodies that have been kind of wrapped up and are stored within the tents that you can see, as well as a large kind of set of doors that are behind the tiefling individual. Newest member of the party. You have been here for a few days. Your party had been taken out by something that you were not able to see at the time, as you were knocked to the ground before it escaped with 2 of your compatriots. So you are, you're still freshly traumatized by your situation. But yeah, the 2 approaching. Would you like to say anything upon approaching as you see these 2 kind of awaiting your arrival?
Sup?
They're all gone.
Oh god, they're gone.
It took them.
Oh.
What took them?
It. I don't know what it was. It was a creature. I was knocked down.
The tiefling kind of pats your shoulder or whatever, and turns to the rest of you and just says, that is part of the reason I've called you all. You guys would recognize her as Kaisa Hellscale, the handler for this region, one of the 3 handlers for this region. As you all have, approach the camp and whatnot, she says, sorry for the very short notice and the rush to get here. felt it was a bit urgent to look into a few matters that are in this region, as the previous team that was doing so, as my friend here has stated, were taken out only a few days ago, just before actually contacting for you all to come this way. Since you've been so successful thus far, I felt that this shouldn't be too difficult of a job for all of you. Why don't you introduce yourself? And she gestures to you, Goliath boy.
My name is Thalrook. I'm here to research. I've dedicated my life to documenting the creatures of this land.
Well met, Tharuk. I'm Sage, and here's my compatriot, and she motions over for the cat boy to introduce himself.
Bite marks.
And she gestures towards the large dog looking towards you and says, this is their canine companion that's been with them for quite a while, named Frisbee. We're not exactly
he
sure
was
where
just
he came from.
near he was here when I got here.
Kind of just appeared one day and started helping parties, and, well, since then, he's been quite the loyal companion to whichever group he's a part of.
Well, we could take all the help we could get.
And of course, with whatever this hunt of yours will entail, I am willing to join if you wish for me to, or I will stay at camp if you feel that is the best course of action. Previous party felt I should stay at camp, and, well, we see what happens.
There's not much of a camp to stay at anymore.
Not exactly,
It's
considering it's more of a morgue by this point.
We should probably stay together as a unit.
Agreed.
That is probably for the best. So, for the 3 jobs that we do have to look into while you are here, they are as follows. There's been lightning strike, an increase of number of lightning strikes in the area with some odd weather patterns. Usually starting up around the same time one of the very large avians in the area begins to fly around. We're curious if that creature in particular is the culprit behind these strange events. In one of the valleys, something has been killing off wildlife and leaving quite a bit of decay in its path. We're not entirely sure what it is, as it's been quite evasive. And as for, the recent event that you just heard about, of the recent killing of the previous party, those who survived the initial attack who got back here, with the exception of Thalric here, died upon arriving to the camp due to some sort of poison within their systems from whatever the creature was. So it's your choice on what you want to look into. Of course, look into what you can while you're here, and then whenever we're done, we can all report back. Well, I guess you lot can report back to the city, as I need to stay here after the fact. Any questions?
I suppose I'd leave it up to Thalric and yourself to decide what our priority should be here, given you have the most experience in the region.
I'm still a bit shaken up by our encounters with that creature. We might want to look elsewhere.
I have no preferences. All of it is valid things to look into. I am most curious of the attack, but all of it is, I think of equal need to me.
Yeah, I think that attack should probably get handled, even if I am still shaken up here. It's already killed people, or at least taken them.
Then I believe that should be our priority.
All right. As you all head out from the camp, then, fuck, the map's not in the right position. There we go. I did it. I fixed it. Yay.
I'll have to bleed out and die here.
the masculine urge to bleed out somewhere. Is that what the meme was? I think that's the exact words.
Yes.
Such a funny meme to me. I don't know why. Oh, Jared, you can't ride the birdie.
I caught the bird.
I caught the bird. Roll for fall damage.
I'm a cat. We don't take fall damage.
That's what you think. Gravity increase just for you. So roll me. Say roll survival. Somebody of the group.
I can roll. That's 26.
Hot diggity damn. That's a good roll. All right. With the help of the others, finding the place of the attack or whatnot, seeing the, bits of blood that are kind of remained, insects and stuff that have been feeding off the blood as it dries and stuff like that. You notice on the ground there are bits of kind of this greenish purple like liquid that is now like solidified. Some of it mixed in with a little bit of blood. Most likely a toxic substance of sorts. Probably coming from the culprit of the attack.
Could I make a medicine check to try to identify the substance?
Sure, make a medicine check.
Uh, 17.
17. You would be able to identify this as a sort of venom. Venom that it's similar to that of like, I guess like snake's venom. You can tell since it's the way it's kind of solidified on itself, and the blood that's been mixed in it has been like coagulated and like turned to almost a morphic like jelly kind of texture. That
Gross.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'd report my findings to the group that whatever killed your friends is likely reptilian in nature, or at least carries a similar venom to that of a common serpent.
Fun.
Interesting.
I hope it's a big snake.
Why? May I ask?
It's just fun to wrestle with.
My character is based off a secretary bird, the bird that's known as stomping snakes to death.
Oh, good. We're going to be stomping a snake to death today. Good. All right. Following the, seeing the, bits of blood and things, scattered about, kind of moving along a path. Roughly about probably 3 or 4 miles away from this point, you all come across a cave. A fairly large opening to this cave. Yeah, you guys find a very large cave though. Dark inside, no lights.
Let's see.
Anything noticeable on the outside?
There is the smell of rotten decay, as well as a very acidic smell in the air coming from the cave.
Nice, it's the only time playing a race without dark vision. But, I'd probably suggest given its proximity to the venom, it could be the predator we're looking for.
I'm gonna try sneaking my way up to the...
Can I cast Dark
Okay.
Vision?
Yes, you can cast Dark Vision.
Sorry, I was muted.
Does that have an upcast bonus, or is it just for one creature? It's just for one creature. Yeah, so you now have Dark Vision. If you click on it in the program, I think it should give you the Dark Vision.
Yes.
Cool.
I now have dark vision, I believe. I'm seeing it.
I will be able to test that. Oh, I know why. I know why. I need to turn on light controls in this map. Oh, it's fucking dork. I think. Did that give the dark vision? No, it didn't give the dark vision. I will give the token temporary dark vision for this. What is dark vision? 60 feet?
150.
150. Maybe that's why it doesn't look like it gave it to you, because it's... No, it actually didn't. Okay, let me just fucking bring you guys into the map that you should be in. Let me bring in all of your tokens. I assume you're all sneaking into the cave. Roll my stealth checks.
Okay. Only a 6. No dark vision. I'd probably trip on a rock.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay. I need to get one more person. Where are they? Yeah, for some reason, Frisbee also doesn't have his dark vision equipped to him, which is kind of crazy. There we go. Now Frisbee has his dark vision. And you, sir, I need to give you dark vision. You said 115 feet or 150 feet, I mean?
150.
150. Cool. You should be able to see things on the map. Well, those of you that have dark vision. So, upon entering, fairly quietly, I need to roll for the last two, because everyone gets to roll. Frisbee roll for stealth. She roll for stealth. Damn. All right, yeah. As a group, you guys are very quiet. At least you feel very quiet. You hear a kind of a... From inside, you hear kind of like a shuffling somewhere deeper within the cave. As something, you know, maybe stirs as you guys kind of enter, kind of trying to be quiet as you kind of move into the cave space. One of you can see the thing that's in the cave that is currently crouching and hiding itself behind some rocks.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and cast dark vision 2 more times? On these two fellas.
One of
Do
them
they need
has
it?
it.
Do y'all need it? Who needs it?
Just
One of y'all needs
just
it, right?
the bird in your party.
Yeah. Air cloakers can't see in the dark at all.
Yeah, so cast it again. I'll just add it to her thing.
Cool.
Pull something out the oven quickly.
That was that noise was the oven opening. Yep, now 2 of you have dark vision. Okay, so yeah, 2 of you now have perfect vision of a thing that is attempting its damnedest to hide. It actually didn't. Roll fast. Yeah, it is trying its damnedest to hide. It's not doing a great job. You can clearly see it like sticking out from behind these rocks.
Back.
But you can definitely see the creature now. It thinks you haven't seen it though.
Could I? It seems to be some sort of dragon or so. Could I make an intelligence check to see if I recall that specific type of dragon. Dragons are my favorite enemy.
Sure, I'll let you make a check.
Would that be like a nature or like an animal? Wait, no. It says intelligence check, so I guess it would be nature.
Can I assist him on that? 'Cause dragons are also my favorite enemy.
Ooh.
Sure, one of you can have. You can give each other advantage, or you can both roll. One of you can take
Cool.
advantage.
You
or
guys
one, or
see
you can
something out there?
I have a +6 on nature. How does yours look?
I'm a +5. Take the advantage.
Okay. So I'll roll with advantage. Okay. So that would be a 15 on my end. Let me check something quickly.
Let me change the music too. There we go.
Okay. So I already have an advantage. Would I roll again?
No, advantage. It would just be straight advantage. So actually, if you already have advantage, roll. Both of you roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We both have advantage on it because it's our favorite enemy.
Very true.
forgot about that.
I'm
There's
rolling
not
nature.
too many people play rangers in my game.
As a nature check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, it's a little
Good
better.
job.
Okay.
You got a 20. Dirty.
Based on what you can tell about this creature, you do not recall a creature such as this one, though it is very reminiscent of a green dragon, I believe. In the
For
sense
stones,
of, you can tell that this creature has a very probably venomous bite, as well as what looks like the ability to also spray venom.
acid or venom or something.
You would also notice that with that nature check, the pit that surrounds it is a pit of acid.
Oh yeah, I was
naturally
gonna
occurring
ask
acid.
about that next.
This room is a very strong acidic smell in this room.
Selection's okay. Yeah, nice. What? You smelling?
How do we want to handle this?
Do you see something back there?
Nice. Like,
My eyes aren't that good.
Might be better just to collapse this whole chamber.
I could do it.
We might want to make our way back to the entrance. This is venom. It's not an actual acid. I don't think it's going to be melting through the rock.
You said you think it's a venom, not an acid?
Based on what I found outside, I didn't melt, so it appears to be purely venomous in nature.
So you lot are completely backing out of the cave.
I think it might be the wisest course of action.
Yeah. Yeah, we might want to come back here later.
All
I
right,
think we
backing
can
out of the
take it.
cave. It does not seem to pursue. It just kind of watches you as you all walk out of the cave. You're back outside.
So about picking our fights.
That creature does not seem to follow, doesn't make a sound after you leave. You just simply walk out and nothing happens.
Interesting. Well, we seem to have tracked down the source of the whatever killed your friends.
Does seem to
Don't
be
know
the-
how we're gonna handle that one.
We might want to just mark its lair on the map for now. Perhaps on the way back we... It's currently in its nest. We might not have an opportunity like this on the way back. Perhaps we should attempt to collapse its cave and trap it inside.
We could attempt to do that.
It is-
Looking
to
at
lure it
the cave entrance and everything, does it look like a natural formation, or that the worm marked that out itself?
It looks natural. There are scrape marks to make it look. It seems it was scraped up to make it bigger.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Why did it go dark? Wait, or is it
Well,
just
based
my
upon
end
the-
that's dark?
It's not dark on my end.
think I switched.
So based upon the markings, it looks like it widened out a pre-existing burrow. It might have the ability to tunnel through rock. Were we to try collapsing it, it might be better to just leave it let by now. I mean, for the time being.
I agree with that. If we want to, I can attempt to bury it. Very little
wouldn't
been
wanna-
known about such creature if we do this, but I can attempt to bury it.
I'm just worried we'd anger it and it would find a way to burrow out.
We could
Well,
leave
are we
it.
the only team in the area right now?
Currently, yes.
Okay, so we can just leave it for right now. No one else is in danger, and then we can come back to it later.
I agree.
Let's do that.
All right. Which of the other tasks would you all like to pursue then?
What's geographically closest to us?
Technically, all of it is close enough to walk to. You should be able to do any of the tasks that are in this immediate area.
Well, it seems we've tracked down the primary threat to our people here. So perhaps we should search after the birds that seem to be causing atmospheric disturbances in the area.
Yeah, that did pique my interest.
All right. With that, I'll let that survival check from before continue on. You all moving along. Would find a path kind of leading farther up into the mountains, actually seeing this same bird at one point as you all are beginning a climb upwards. It's crazy. I didn't give this character a 5th level spell. That's funny. I was like, why does their spell list look empty in a spot? As you all kind of make your way higher up into the peak, you do hear a screech from above at some point, as a very, very large hawk is flying overhead, kind of amongst the clouds. You see the clouds themselves kind of shifting. I'm gonna roll something.
Does this creature appear to be a beast or monstrosity?
I would say, with your understanding, it is a beast.
Okay. Could I try a nature check on that one as well?
Sure.
Cool.
I will do the same.
Only a 13 on my end. Wait, I forget. I have advantage on that. Let's see.
19.
Nope. Yeah, you definitely win.
Okay. You notice, I will say,
Truly, not all birds know
Zara,
each other.
you notice something strange about this bird. One, you initially think it's closer. You come to realize that it is very high up, and this is a huge beast that you are looking at. You also notice, as it seems to flap its wings, very small sparks of electricity seem to kind of come off of its feathers. And as it's doing this, you watch as the clouds above it begin to swirl and shift, and it begins to rain. I'm gonna roll something. That's not what you guys are supposed to see. That. I'm gonna roll something to see what
That bird's a lot bigger than it looks, boys.
That's not who's supposed to be rolling that. Okay. It begins to downpour, and your visibility immediately drops. As you guys climb, keep climbing higher and higher up this mountain. I now need everyone to roll me dexterity saving throws.
Could I use
Actually,
my natural
acrobatics.
flying?
Roll me
speed?
acrobatics or athletics to keep yourself from falling off the mountainside.
Could I use my wings to fly up instead of scaling?
I would say still roll me the check.
Okay.
You don't risk slipping. You now risk getting blown away.
Okay, I'll do athletics.
Will this count as difficult terrain?
I got a 13 on athletics.
Yes.
Alright,
Dirty
cast
20.
Freedom of movement.
You cast freedom of movement. All right. You get advantage on your roll then, because you have freedom of movement.
And you said Dex, acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics. Frisbee is having a difficult time and seems to slip multiple times. I'm going to give him a check to save himself because he is falling. Frisbee does manage to catch himself. Kind of like dangling over an edge for a second before like getting a hold of like a root of like a tree up here and like dragging himself back up, panting heavily.
So Frisbee caught a Frisbee.
Yes. And then Frisbee
So are we on like a ledge right now?
You guys are like going ledge to
Right
ledge, trying to
halfway.
climb up like higher up this peak.
Noted. I'm gonna pull out the immovable rod and just keep it in my hand, ready to use the button if I feel like I'm about to slip.
That's a good use of the immovable rod. I'm proud of you.
I mean, I'm just imagining like somebody like with two immovable rods, just like almost like ladder climbing in.
So
Like
there is the tale
midair.
of the barbarian who climbed the moon using two immovable rods. There is a tale of that. It's a lot of checks, but he did it because he's a barbarian. But anywho, you all managed to make your way to the top of this mountain. Oh, why am I yawning? Oof. Yeah, this is the one I need, I think. Yeah. Upon reaching the top of this mountainside, you'd find yourselves on what looks to be a platform, a very large platform near the top. I need to increase. Oh yeah, this is kind of trippy. All right, let me get your tiles. I think I have them copied. I do not. Wait, I do have them copied. Y'all make it to the top of the mountain. I'll arrive up here.
There wasn't any marionette in the picture.
As you all arrive at the top of the mountain, looking about, you can see there is this kind of platform. There is a gap between the spot that you were able to climb up and the actual area that, the other part of the platform. You see there's a section that is kind of risen up where a nest looks to be nestled right at the top of it. Kind of a heavy rain kind of falling down over all of you. I'm trying to pull up a certain thing so I can make it easier for the stream to see everything. There we go. So what would you like to do? You all are up here now. You see as Kaiza looks up towards the nest and is kind of curious, kind of brings out a notepad and starts writing in it. You can see as she's like writing in it, like the raindrops are like curving around her book as if to not get it wet. Frisbee looks a little nervous, kind of looking around, kind of giving the impression off of like he feels like he's being watched.
How wide is this gap?
Like some spots 5 feet, some spots probably 3. Y'all would
We
be
should
able
make
to,
known.
yeah, you all would be able to jump it. There will be an athletics check involved because it is wet.
I think we shouldn't make any attempts to approach the nest.
I'm jumping it.
Okay, athletics check.
Do I still get advantage because of the freedom?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for this, yeah, because you still have freedom. You easily clear the gap.
Whee.
As you kind of do, you hear like Frisbee whimper.
Does the rain count as difficult terrain?
It is causing the ground to be slippery, so yes, it is difficult terrain.
No, mountains are my favorite terrain type. My party.
The
is
rain is
not
causing
affected by
something else. It's not due to biome, it's due to weather.
Noted. Noted.
Yeah, there's a reason you guys got up here quickly before the rain. Frisbee kind of looks, to the gap, looks to you, and he's gonna try to jump. He hits the gap and like slips a little bit, and, like quickly like stutter steps, and then kind of pulls himself forward.
Could I use my flight to kind of like do like a wide berth of the peak and do some aerial reconnaissance?
Sure. Acrobatics, so that you will stay in flight.
Nope, only a 2.
Oh,
The storm might be a little too extreme.
Roll me a dex saving throw to catch yourself from falling off the mountainside. Okay, yeah. Just before you get blown kind of southwards, right before you hit the edge, you catch your feet and like kind of dig your talons into the ground and keep yourself from getting thrown off the cliffside.
Okay, so flying's a no-go here.
It's wind. It's fucking windy up here.
I want to jump. I'm jumping.
Athletics.
Athletics check. Am I at a disadvantage from the train? Is that right?
Just a regular roll.
Just regular?
Normally you wouldn't
Okay.
have to roll for this. I'm making you roll because of the terrain.
Noted.
Are there a bunch of skulls on the ground?
There are
28 do it.
But yeah, you easily jump the gap. There are the remains of humanoid creatures, random beast, a few monstrosities you kind of recognize that have been brought up here and were devoured at some point.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find the tiniest piece, and I'm gonna start casting a mine.
Casting what?
I'm casting Fireburst Mine. I'm turning it into a mine.
Oh! Where do you want to put said mine?
I'm just gonna hold on to it for right now. It's gonna take like a minute for me to cast this.
Okay.
Can I inspect the nest?
Sure, roll me another athletics to climb up to the nest.
Another 28.
Wow, yeah, you, like a barbarian, just scale this thing up to the top of the platform. And are looking down in the nest. You see 4 very, very large
Oh, is this
eggs.
like on like a little higher plateau than the
Yes.
rest of the?
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot like little
Didn't
spire
realize. Okay.
that's been kind
Oh,
of like the top has
okay.
been knocked off. Kyra doesn't seem to move, or Kaiza doesn't seem to move. She's kind of looking around. In this moment, as you all are sitting quite patiently, kind of looking about and, preparing yourselves for anything that could come your way, there's a loud screech from above. Kind of coming through the rain. I'm gonna check something.
Can I crawl into the nest and use my hide in plain sight?
Oh.
And curl up as an egg.
I'm gonna flip a coin here, and this will determine what happens.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
what
like that
thought
was
would
the worst
happen.
option.
I need everyone to roll me a dex saving throw. Use the thing on the chart. In the chat. Click on that for me. Roll your dex saving throws. Roll for him. Wait, who did I just roll for? I rolled for bite marks. Why is it making me roll for bite marks?
Oh look, I saved.
You clutched it.
Okay.
I feel like you should keep that first one for Frisbee since, it was just a -1 from what I have.
The 22 or whatever?
Yeah, he would have got a 23.
Sure, I'll keep it for Frisbee.
Hell yeah.
And now I roll for damage. You take full. Frisbee takes half. You take half. Wait, Sage, do you have any evasion or anything?
Let me check.
I need to double check.
Yeah, I have superior hunter's defense evasion.
Okay. Because this
I
was
have
a
that
deck
as well.
saving
If
throw,
that
you
does
don't take any
anything for
damage.
me.
Do you have evasion
Yeah.
too? So you take
Yes,
half because
sir.
you failed. So
Oh,
with
no, I
that, you
failed
are
with
all
an 18.
struck
That's
with
tragic.
lightning strikes down. The only person to escape is Sage. Yeah, that applied to everyone's health. As the bird swoops down and lands atop its nest, looking towards you, Thyron, as it screeches in your face. It's time to roll initiative. Let me pull up the initiative table.
Ah, yes. New actor 303.
Why is it doing this? I literally renamed it. There we go. I like that I watched it roll, and then just another dice just kind of got added in.
Watch out through, okay?
Okay. With the initiative order and the fight beginning, I need to pull up the right music. Combat shall begin. So, top of the combat order, Frisbee. You all look at Frisbee like kind of do a half crouch, kind of starting to growl towards this creature. Before he going to lean back and produce a loud howl as a number of spectral hounds appear around him. Frisbee has magic, by the way, now. It's still the normal one. Okay. So he is going to roll 2 attack rolls against the hawk. The first hound you watch as it climbs up the rock and jumps, completely misses and kind of dissipates before the second one strikes the side of this Thunderhawk. Ding. 15 points of radiant damage as a flash of light hits the bird and it screeches angrily. It's then going to... He's going to move himself next to you, kind of almost positioning himself as if to try to block an attack against you, bite marks. And it is now. It did not. Why? Why would that close? Okay. It is now bite mark's turn. Just really got to think about this one. His life hangs in the balance.
Hitting with lightning is probably not going to do anything. And I'll just shoot it twice. Bruh.
Why does it say target new actor? This is fucking bullshit. You both attacks miss. As you fire 2 shots and it, it just goes either side of it. It screeches in your direction. At the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. It screeches, flapping its wings a little bit. Before... I'm gonna fire a laser. As it produces a beam of electricity. The two of you, roll me Dex saving throws. And Frisbee will do the same. Ouch! Bite marks.
Oh my
Wow,
God, that was almost
Bite
a
marks
one.
is on a fucking spree right now of just doing well. Alright, it's gonna roll damage. That is not who should be getting attacked with that. Okay, Frisbee is going to take full damage, Bite marks will take half damage, and Thyron will take half damage.
I'm actually taking a quarter of the damage.
Oh yeah, because you do have it did do that automatically for me. So yeah,
Love
as you
you.
are all struck with
Thank you for that
electricity.
thing.
What'd you say? Okay, as you are all struck with electricity and this thing screeches, it is then going to...
Do we take extra damage because we're wet?
No, it just makes it probably easier to hit you because you're wet. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which of its abilities it's gonna. It's going to produce cloud coverage, which you guys can see here as everything. It's significantly darker. I also need to delete that template so it'll stop making static electricity. There we go. So everything gets super dark. You can still see like the sparking electricity around the creature, as well as, you know, just the rain is also making it difficult to see. And it is now Kaisa's turn. Kaisa. Kaisa is going to cast. Kaisa's gonna cast Fireball. She's gonna cast it. Actually, no, she won't, because she realizes the nest is there. You see her like forming a fireball in her hand, and then she kind of stops, realizing the possibility of what her actions may cause, and instead pulls out a pinch of what looks to be ashes, smears them down her arm, and then points a finger towards the bird. She is instead going to cast Disintegrate. The bird is going to need to make a Dex saving throw. Bird succeeds in its Dex saving throw, which means her attack completely fucking misses. So you watch as this green beam shoots past this bird as it kind of shifts itself, screeching at her. And as it does, it's going to flap its wings. I think it is just going to be the person directly in front of him. Yes, it is. Thoruk, roll me a strength saving throw. You should be good at this.
I watched TV with them and I
25.
25. You are not pushed. You feel a powerful gust of wind come from this creature. You know, kind of crossing your arms in front of your face, kind of just like bracing yourself, your feet sliding to the edge of the platform again before you know you just kind of hold in place. You are unmoved. You do not fall. Seeing her attack didn't work, kind of.
You go look upstairs.
looks a little irritated by the effect of that. She is going to shift here. And then that is the end of her turn. Thoruk, it is now your turn. Let me delete that template.
What do I want to do?
What would you like to do, Thoruk? You are face to face with this bird. It is dark outside. You can see it
Yeah, I
only
don't
because of your
know.
dark vision.
I don't know if I want to get out of this situation or if I'm just gonna thug it out for a minute.
Just thugging it.
Yeah, because I got a pretty quick escape route if I need to take it.
Ball.
Nah. I got other options for that. Shoot, we're gonna go with the Great Club. I'm gonna smack him
Okay.
twice.
You already figured. We went through the whole instructional video last night of figuring out how to use this. You already know. Let's fucking go. That hits. Nope, that doesn't hit. That
doesn't hit.
Wait, no, it doesn't hit because you're aiming at yourself. It does not hit. You had yourself selected.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I needed to.
You're good.
Missed
I can see what its AC is. Yeah, both of those swings miss. So you swing twice, both missing. As it just kind of like looking down at you, and it almost like there's a brief moment. You swear it laughs at you. And it is.
I'm gonna laugh back and have my turn. I place one card face down.
It doesn't like you laughing back. It's gonna strike you with its talon. This is what happens when you laugh at the bird. You take 43 points of damage as you are cut across the chest and a surge of electricity shoots through your body. That is the end of your turn. Sage, now your turn.
Does my multi-attack defense apply to that?
Okay.
What does that do?
When a creature hits you with an attack, you gain a +4 bonus AC against all subsequent attacks made by that creature for the. Oh no, I'm sorry. Never mind. For the rest of the turn. Now we're good.
Well, I'm going to cast Dominate Beast.
Oh? Put that in the chat for me.
But it's going to have advantage on the saving throw because it's currently being attacked.
Because it is hostile, yes.
Okay. So
This fucking dork out here.
So it's going to be a DC 15 saving throw.
A DC 15 wisdom save. Holy fuck, it failed. Oh wait, no, that was without disadvantage. I took more. I was like, holy...
Okay, looks like it won that time.
Yeah, okay, I mean advantage. I was like, holy shit, it rolled a 1. And then I was like, oh wait, it had advantage. You told me this. I was like, holy shit, this was going to be a wild thing to just change out of nowhere. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, so it succeeds in its roll against your save.
Okay. Then I'm going to instead use, what's it called? Sorry, there's an ability I'm looking for, but I have so many Vanish, which means as a bonus action, I'm going to take the hide action.
Okay, roll a saving throw.
A stealth?
Sneak. Yeah, roll sneak. Stealth.
Okay. 17.
17. All right. You feel pretty well hidden.
Okay.
It is now back to Frisbee's turn. Frisbee once again will produce a howl, as he will once again cast the spell that he seems to know. And we'll roll 2 attack rolls against the bird. First will hit, second will not. And he will do 7 points of radiant damage against the barb. And then you watch as he turns his head, sticks it into one of the satchel packs, and pulls out another one of those red treats that you've seen before. And he is going to heal himself with his good boy treats. Who did that apply to? That was not who should have been healed. There we go. Perfect. Bite marks. Now your turn.
So can I tell if this thing is large or huge?
It is a huge beast.
Oh, okay. Mm. Mm. That'd be a waste. I'm just gonna run up to it.
Roll me in athletics to climb the platform it's on.
Still with advantage.
Yes, because you're freedom of movement. The rain is not affecting
Why
you.
did the music get louder?
Did it? I turned it down.
I don't know. I clicked on it and I clicked on the screen and it got louder.
As the storm grows, the music swells.
Yeah, the music swells.
Not 20.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, you expertly. It's like it's why you might as well have just floated up there. You get up to the platform easily. Roll your attack against the beast. As you kind of run away too, you hear like small like whimpers and like growls come from Frisbee as if he's trying to say something to you. You just can't understand it because he's a dog.
Shame. I'll give it the old 1-2 punch bang.
That hits.
On.
Not target Frisbee the doggo.
And with my other hand, my gun, I go bam. Bruh.
Is your hand can or is your power fist considered magical? Or no?
I don't know. It doesn't say it, but also I have to like. Actually, wait, no. The power fist isn't now.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
I feel like it should because it's all these magic stuff I can do with it, but it's not. So I don't know.
Well, you do notice this creature, when you hit it with your power fist that's not magical, it doesn't take as much damage as you thought it would. It seems to have resistance against non-magical attacks.
Against non-magical attacks?
Yes, against non-magical attacks.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, bite mark.
Yeah, the gun miss.
Bite
The gun
Marcus.
missed. The gun did miss, unfortunately. I used my bonus action to rewind time.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Thalric.
Okay, Thalric, you are
Sanctuary.
now sanctuaried.
What does that do for?
You cannot be
Words.
attacked by a creature. A creature has to roll a wisdom saving throw to attack you.
And if you attack or make any
The spell ends.
do anything to the bird, the spell's gonna end.
Noted.
So the creature is at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, the creature turns its attention towards you, my feline friend. Lets out a screech as it does. Not mean to click on that. And it is going to make a beak and a talon attack against you. All of them hit. That's not the button I meant to push. Why did it do that? What the fuck? All right, we're gonna first hit as you get bitten. It, pierces into your chest. Electricity kind of surging through it. And then the 2 talon attacks. And then it proceeds to cut your chest apart. Before immediately, it is going to then turn towards Frisbee and fly over to him, take an attack of opportunity. Both of you can if you would like. It is going to attempt to fly to Frisbee.
Lorecaster, buddy, it's getting a glob of acid to its face.
I'll do that. Getting I ain't really got no non-magic or magical options here.
That hits. Bite marks. Just swing your attack
I'll
at him.
smack him. I'm gonna smack him. Where is it? There it is.
11 points of acid damage.
And then
Does this have advantage or not?
It's just regular attack.
Regular. Okay.
and for 1 minute it's taking the acid damage per round.
Yeah, so you miss. You swing with your great club and miss, and it's going to land in front of Frisbee.
Did I hit an
Scream.
egg?
I'm gonna flip a coin. All right, I'm just gonna flip a coin. Let's see here. Yeah, one of the eggs. I'm just gonna mark it on the map.
Rip.
You swing. This egg is gone now. I'm just gonna draw a little X on it. That egg has been smashed. It is an omelet, and the creature, hearing that as it lands, turns back and screeches. I'm gonna roll to see which ability it's going to use. Rolls a 1. Cloud coverage. As this happens, and it screeches, it becomes daylight again as the clouds kind of thinning out a bit, as well as the rain seems to slow down. You no longer have the difficult terrain. It is now just raining and you are wet. And that is the end of Zehawk's turn. His turn. Who, as you smash the egg, she's like, you can see her like facepalm, just like, oh god. She's like clearly wanting to have avoided that. Clearly has failed. She is again going to smear a thing of dust upon her. Actually, no. She is going to cast. She's going to cast upon herself. Crown of Thorns, or Crown of Stars, not Crown of Thorns. Yeah, and then she will use a bonus action to. I think you can. Is it expend? Where is it? There's a bonus action to send one of the motes. Yeah. She has 12 motes of fire floating around her head. And she is going to send one of them at the hawk. It's going to miss. Don't know why bite marks is selected. She also missed bite marks though. She was trying to kill him. So that misses. Apparently my NPCs are just bad at shooting. Everything. Ulrich, it is now your turn.
Me. I am gonna cast. Where's my spells? Hold on, I'm sorry, my things are all funky here. I'm gonna cast Freedom of the Waves.
Oh.
Oh, that boy.
Oh, okay. Conjure delusion seawater, 15-foot radius. Alright, I assume you're putting it on the bird or near the bird?
Yeah, I'll put it on the bird. I can also target Frisbee for him to be safe for this.
Okay, you just put it right on top of the bird.
Saving
15
throw
foot,
of
10 feet tall. That's a crazy spell that I did not realize existed. I will make the bird roll a strength saving throw.
damn.
It succeeds. I think it still takes damage though. No, it does not. It does not note it.
Nah.
So yeah, it is just in the water, just like flailing about in this water. The water though is now electrocuting. There's sparks going through the water. Not as strongly as salt water is very strong conductor. Never mind. Yeah, there's electricity in this water. Frisbee's kind of on the edge of it, kind of like leaned back a little bit, trying to like not be zapped. But yeah, the bird is now, in a sense, a bit occupied by tidal waves of water. Is there something else you would
Did
like
you
to do?
say?
Is there anything else I would like to do?
Do you have a bonus action or something?
Not that I can do anything effective with, I don't think. Is Flame Arrow a bonus action? No.
Flame arrow is an action.
To speak with animals a bonus action? No. I will climb down.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That's like a simple slide. You're falling like 10 feet onto your feet. So like, it's like you sit down and just scoot off the edge. That's really all you're doing. Yeah, you were down from that platform.
That's all I got.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Sage, it is now your turn. You
You said
zoomed
it's.
out.
Did you say it's weak or like resistant to magical attacks?
Non-magical. It is resistant to. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
Magical.
I'm gonna use Conjure Barrage,
Okay.
so it's a Dex save.
Okay. Richard shall roll his dex save. It was bound to fail at some point. That's a fail.
Okay, so it's gonna make a bunch of damage, and then because of this relies on my ammunition, I'm going to argue that it's a weapon attack because I'm conjuring my literal arrows.
Question. Because it does say it's a 60-foot cone.
Let's see.
Where would you like to have moved before doing this? I will let you have moved first.
Actually, yeah, I'll move here. It's no longer wet, so I can do this without disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll let you fly up to that platform. Or just get next to it.
Okay. Now I'm going to here. Let me get that cone.
Yeah, you place
Here,
the template.
like-
You click the place template and move it. You
And then I
scroll
rotate
wheel
it?
to rotate it.
Oh, okay. Then like that. Thank you.
Is the tidal wave
And-
one?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
so it does
instantaneous,
start.
okay.
So it does 13 because this is also a weapon attack because it's using my arrows. I'm going to use that to proc one of my abilities, which is God. There's so many ranger abilities. Holy shit! Because there's one that procs my weapon attack. Let me see. When I use my ranged attack. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
There's so many fucking abilities.
Yeah, no, you're good. You figure out what you're gonna use.
Or no, it's not sharpshooter. It's God. There's one that's like. Oh yeah, I found it. Colossus Slayer. So it's
Oh.
below its max, so it's going to take an extra 1d6.
I think if you click on it, it should bring it up onto the thing, and I don't know if it's a roll for it or not.
Yeah, here. Let's see if the stream can see this. Yep.
Oh no, it
there
doesn't
we
have a
go.
roll with it. Okay, I'll just do this. It is going to take an additional 2 damage.
Cool. And that's my turn.
All right. Back to Frisbee the dog, who is now very loudly growling at this creature. He is going to. He's going to produce a loud howl and cast a spell. I need to check if you all are in a 60-foot radius. I think you all are. I want to check. Oh yeah, every single one of you is within a 60-foot radius. That was a very easy check. So you all, he's going to roll for this. Selected. You will get 13 temporary hit points. 13 temporary hit points. 13 temp hit points. 13 temp hit points. And in addition, for the next minute, you all have advantage on all attack rolls. Your movement speed is now 15 feet more, which really is not going to help too much, and you cannot be frightened or charmed anymore. And after Frisbee performs such an act, he is then going to just simply make a bite attack. That's not what I meant to push. I meant to do attack. Which he is going to miss. He snaps at it as the bird kind of jumps, kind of dodging his bite. The moment he bites at it is going to strike at him with a talon. Using a legendary action to do so. You watch as Frisbee snaps at this thing and jumps into the air and swings at him, causing him to duck underneath it as the electrified talon sweeps over just above his head, completely missing him. And on that note, it is now Bite Mark's turn.
Gunshot.
What shall be done, Bite Marks?
So we have advantage.
Yes, you have
What
advantage
shall be
on
done?
all attack rolls because you have been given predatory instincts. That is a hit.
Bite marks.
Bang.
That is also a hit. You said your gun is considered magical?
I don't know. I don't know why there aren't. I don't think it is. I don't know why they're not.
That is kind of odd.
Actually, I don't know how my one thing works.
It would specify if it's magical or not.
Well, no, because the gun is what I took the +1 and added to. So the gun is technically the +1 weapon. So it would be
You
magical.
cannot transfer any properties from a magical weapon besides the bonus to attack damage. So yeah,
'Cause I
technically
took
your gun.
The power from
your-
the magical weapon and put it into the gun.
So here's what we'll do real fast, as well. I'm gonna go into your gun setting, and just mark the property for magical for the future. Now your hand
Awesome.
cannon is now considered a magical weapon because it has the +1.
My first attack didn't add my modifier to it.
Either attack added modifier.
Neither attack added the modifier to it.
That's weird. Because you put attack bonus as 1. No. I'm gonna test something real fast. There may have been something that went wrong. Let's see. Nope, that's just not adding. Oh, you know why? Because we.
You did the formula wrong.
The formula was never added. I think that's the formula.
That sounds wrong to me.
I think that's the secret formula. Still not fucking doing it. Now I'm confused. Give me a moment. Let me check an actually correctly programmed weapon and make sure what needs to be put in there. Yeah, it's plus add mod. What I did. You know why? Because it's not the new one. That's probably exactly why it's not working. Let me double check I put this in right. This is the right one. Okay. So if I click this, I hit damage.
Yeah, that adds it.
Huh. Why was the other hand cannon? Oh, you did the standard one, not the 2-action one.
I didn't do either of them. You did both of them.
I did both of them? No. I meant when you just rolled now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was the standard.
Yeah, okay. So let me fix the standard one as well. I just fixed the other one. That's why the thing wasn't changing. Now we have fixed it. Programming issues resolved. 5-minute endeavor, you know?
Damn, I've been missing out on 3 extra damage every round.
Yep, now it works. Okay, so
that's 15
7
damage I did.
to 15, yeah. So 15 points of damage to the Thunderbird. Cool. We've fixed the problem. Faulty programming on my part. My apologies. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. The bird's turn. Bird. You watch as electricity builds up on this bird. I'm gonna roll a D3 to see which direction it's going to fire at. Actually, it should have been a D4. Let me try that again. There's only so many angles I can hit. All right, Thunderbird. You watch as it builds up a large amount of electricity and then fires straight at Frisbee, point blank range.
Frisbee, no!
That's all you.
Frisbee, no!
Frisbee is going to fail. He's going to take damage. Frisbee is going to take
Ruh-roh.
40 points.
Frisbee,
of
no!
damage. Frisbee is perfectly fine. He's just a little staticky now.
Is he like puffed up like a sheep?
Like
Not
kind of
like
like
Albert Einstein hair?
kind of like slightly crouched and like smoke coming off of him, and then just like as he looks up, just the hair just kind of shoots out a second later.
Hell yeah.
Immediately after the creature does that, it is going to then screech. And I'm going to pick one of you for this task. Awesome. That's really cool. Kaiza, you watch as she looks up as this thing screeches. And a lightning bolt comes down to strike her. She's going to fail and is struck directly by this lightning bolt. Luckily, Kaiza seems to be resistant to electricity. So she kind of staggers a little bit, but she's fine nonetheless. It's not Kaiza's turn. Kaiza is going to use a bonus action to use her moat of her crown of stars to roll another one of these to attack the bird. It's going to fucking miss again. Dear God, lady. You know what? Desperate times call from desperate measures. She is going to cast Meteor Storm. She's specifically going to target because it doesn't for some reason have his radius thing. I'm gonna make one. She casts it right here on the side of the mountain. So it just strikes the creature. Yeah. So the burb is going to make a dex saving throw against her meteor storm. It's going to succeed with flying colors. And then it's going to take a decent amount of damage. You watch as as she screams out in infernal into the heavens, piercing through the clouds, several flaming balls of rock come flying down and strike around this creature, fire and stone bursting around it as it screeches. A bit in agony, a bit in frustration as this happens. I need everyone to roll me a dex saving throw. Sounds like a crit right there. That's another crit.
Oh.
Okay, as you all, after Kaiser does this, and the bird seems very frustrated and screeches into the heavens, you all see as lightning burst from the sky, not only striking all of you, but also striking down below. You can see there are creatures that were like smaller birds that were flying through the sky. You watch as they are struck out of the sky. You can see some distance further down, there are probably beasts where these things are, where these lightning strikes are striking. It seems to hit every living thing within a mile radius of itself.
What was the DC to save for that?
19.
Okay. So I take nothing because of evasion. Yay.
Yes, you take nothing. Bite marks takes half, which is now a quarter. Thudrick also takes none because of evasion. And then Kaiza failed, so she's going to take damage, but she is resistant. There, very, very little ticks of damage here. And it is now Thudrick's turn.
Couple questions.
Yeah.
First question. My powerful build. I count as one size larger. Does that affect me at all when it comes to grappling?
I think the powerful build applies to...
Just saying carrying capacity, weight you can push, drag, or lift.
Yeah, it's specifically for carrying stuff, not for
Okay.
grappling.
Gotcha.
It's essentially you are a barbarian at heart without being a barbarian.
Gotcha.
If Goliaths were in Baldur's Gate, they would be throwing everyone, even if they were playing a wizard.
I'm thinking I might try to pin this bird down.
I can't wait to see some WWE bullshit happen.
I have some ideas along that front as well.
Oh,
Cast it
you know
large
what?
and
I've got
suplex
advantage
bird.
still. I've got advantage currently because of Frisbee, right?
Yeah, Frisbee still gave you all advantage. It's
Can
only
I use a bonus action to drop the immovable rod on the ground?
Yeah.
Can I look at the ground first and make sure it's not rolling off this fucking cliff?
Yes, you can purposely put it somewhere that it's not going to fucking roll away. Oh no!
Alright, so I'd like to use that as my bonus action. I'd like to make my way over to this bird, and I would like to attempt to
Grapple with the bird?
restrain it, possibly pin it to the ground if that is within reason.
Sure. Roll me athletics
Love
with
to.
disadvantage because it is 2 sizes larger than you.
Alright, fair.
It is going to roll against you. You are going to be unable to grapple it. You finding the electricity coming off it and its mere size very difficult to attempt to restrain in place. Valiant effort, though, nonetheless.
Noted.
And that is the end of your turn.
I'm gonna cast Wind Wall.
Oh?
So I'm going to kind of like try pitting it as well by
Using magic.
by kind of like almost putting like a gale of like wind just pushing it down kind of like as low as possible. So I can make it up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick. So I'm gonna kind of like put it at the lowest possible distance from the ground to where I can get it above the target.
Okay, so you're essentially doing a downwards gale to try to keep this thing from flying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll that. Or click on it and see. I think it says place
Okay.
the template. Place the template over the creature.
Yeah. I don't know how to quite draw that, but it's there now.
Yeah, that works. Creature shall
And
make a strength save to not be crushed.
Okay, it looks like it survives, so it'll take half damage.
So roll the damage.
So it's going to take 17 bludgeoning.
Right.
And then the wind's going to keep up
So-
for as long as my concentration goes.
Is unable.
So just like imagine like I drew this kind of like as like almost a dome over it.
Yeah, so it's like screeching, irritated. It like tries to flap its wings, only for its wings to get forced down as it's trying to like figure out what the hell is going on to it. Is there a bonus action like take or anything else, or is that the end of your turn?
Let me look quickly. Something I like about D&D Beyond, I mean, not, yeah, compared to this, is like it has like, oh, your bonus actions sectioned off and everything.
Yeah.
I think what instead I'll do is I'm going to move back. I'm going to fly back to, sorry, I need to deselect some shit on my character thing. I'm going to fly back to this pillar.
Okay.
And end my turn there.
All right. It be the dog's turn. Someone is within melee range of the bird. Frisbee going to bite Burb. Frisbee get advantage because of pack tactics. Frisbee is going to hit said bird.
That's my dog.
You got that dog in him. Frisbee, as he's going to bite, is also going to end up taking lightning damage due to the electric feathers on the bird. And then Frisbee is going to forces the bird to make a strength saving throw. And is going to do damage. It's going to save against the dex saving throw and take 6 points of piercing damage. Before you watch as Frisbee, once again, turns his head, sticks it into one of the bags, and pulls out what looks to be a light blue milk bone that he will then consume. Frisbee has now got lightning resistance. And that is the end of Frisbee's turn. Bye, Mark. It is your turn. What shall you
How
do?
injured does this thing look?
It is bloody. Not super bloody, but it's beginning to like look worse for wear.
Yeah, I'll just shoot it again.
All right. Roll an attack roll against it.
They still have advantage or no?
You do. You all still have advantage. That's a hit. That's a hit. You hit both.
Sure.
Bird takes the damage. You fire it. It screeches in agony. You know, trying to fight the wind as well as seeming trying to get away from the dog that's in front of it. At the end of your turn, my boy.
Yeah.
It's now the Thunderhawk's turn. Who is going to, violent desperation is going to attack Frisbee, making a beak and talon attack. Watch as it snaps at Frisbee, landing its bite before swinging its talons at him twice. That is 2 crits. Oh, that's fucking wild. These are the talon attacks. And this bite. Okay. Frisbee is unconscious. You watch as this thing desperately swinging at Frisbee. The first bite tearing a chunk out of Frisbee's chest before it slashes him across the face, and then with the second slash, he is knocked over, unconscious. No, not moving at this very moment. The bird is then going to screech as heavy winds begin to swirl around this area. Once again, everything is difficult terrain. And flying, probably not an option anymore. It is Kaisa's turn. Kaisa going to... Kaisa casts Misty Step. You watch as she disappears from where she is to right beside Frisbee. And then she's going to cast a Cure Wounds on Frisbee. Healing Frisbee for 24 points of health. As she does this, the Thunderhawk lets out another screech. I need to check proximity of the creature. Everyone in that radius, so everyone but Sage, roll me a dex saving throw. So, Bite Mark and Kaisa are going to fail. So Frisbee is going to take. Is Frisbee's resistance not coming into play here? This is Thunder. Oh, it doesn't have a damage type. What the fuck happened with that? Why? What? Why does this not have a damage type? I'm just trying to say straight damage. That's crazy. Guys will take half. And then you guys will take... Thoric will take half damage. Actually...
Half down, no
No,
damage.
you take no damage. What about Bite Marks? Bite Marks failed. Bite Marks takes quarter damage because you're resistant to lightning, right?
Well, I failed. I take half damage.
Yeah, I'm saying you have lightning resistance, so it's quarter damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
I
saying.
failed, so I take full damage, don't I?
Oh, you're right.
Which would then be halved by the resistance.
Yeah. Let me.
I mean, I'll take the quarter damage if you want to give it to me.
No. I've had it. You're good. You're good. And that will end Kaisa's turn. It is now Thalruk's turn. Thalruk, it's back to you.
How's this dude looking?
Worse for
About
wear.
the same. Worse for wear. Oh man. My crossbow thing gives me. I don't get disadvantage being close, right? Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, you don't get disadvantage being close. Speaking of the
Alrighty.
crossbow.
I'm gonna pull out Old Faithful.
All right. Roll attack rolls with Old Faithful.
Zephyr Strike.
Oh, that Old Faithful. Wait a minute. All right. Yeah. Roll your crossbow. See if you hit. Roll with advantage.
And I'm gonna attack twice.
Oh shit. So Zephyr Strike twice to 1.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Do I still have
so-
advantage carried over from Frisbee though?
Yes, you still have Frisbees.
That's still active. So yeah.
Is it a concentration spell?
Oh well.
Well, you should be fine. No, it's not concentration. It's just for a minute. So yeah, both of those hit. That second one
Both hit?
just barely hits. So roll the Zephyr Strike damage and then roll the damage for the extra stuff.
Is that?
10 force damage to your Zephyr Strike. Zephyr Strike.
Oh, that wasn't Zephyr Strike. That was the
that was the
crossbow. I'm
crossbow.
sorry. Yeah. Here comes Zephyr Strike. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the wrong button. Zephyr Strike. No. There. That was Zephyr Strike. And where is my crossbow?
Let me not apply it to you on accident. All right. Yeah, you hit the bird twice. One of those making a loud crack as it strikes the bird. It is beginning to look around frantically, trying to look for a means of escape. And as you are within range, in its panic, it is going to swing at thee. It's going to hit. Going to hit you for 23 points of damage. Roll the Constitution saving throw to.
I would like to
see
use
if
my
you
stone's endurance.
Oh, yeah, roll. Yeah, click that.
As soon as I can find it.
Roll your con save. I think this does healing. No, it doesn't.
Alright, I reduced it by 13.
Yep. So it was 23, so you will get. Oh, plus 13 back. All right. At the end of your turn,
Yes, sir.
Sage, it is now up to you.
I'm fluttering back onto this pillar. I'm going to.
Wait, before you do that, roll me a strength saving throw to try to fly. There is
Okay.
a heavy wind.
Saving throw. Normal. 24.
Wow, you power through the wind. The heavy winds that have kind of blown into the area, you managed to get up there.
So now I'm going to use Conjure Barrage. So I'm going to do that here again. So that would normally. Okay, so that would, can I give him a disadvantage on the saving throw? Because this is a non-concentration spell, so the Gale of Wind is still pushing him down. So he can't really dexterity his way out of there. He's trapped.
The dex for him would be flapping his wings to try to slow arrows down, essentially.
Okay.
So
What
it would
if
be-
I shot it into the Gale Force Wind that's blowing down on him instead of him himself?
I'll give disadvantage for that. I'll give disadvantage. That's a clever way
Okay.
of using your spell. Yeah, he'll fail.
Okay, nice. So
I'll give you points for creativity. I'll throw you a bone, you know.
So that's going to be 16, and because this uses non-magical ammunition, that'll count as my weapon attack, which means Colossus Slayer will count, so that's going to be another D8 of damage.
D8 or D6?
D8. I can double check. Yeah, it's a... Yeah, it's a D8. So that's going to be 20 damage.
Additional 4 points. All right. Yeah, this bird is looking significantly worse for wear.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to round back around to the rear of the eggs.
Now Frisbee's turn, who, waking up from his very painful bite, going to slowly get to his feet, kind of shaking off what happened to him, and then he is going to let out a howl as actually no, he is going to, you watch as he goes to kind of lick at his wounds and cast upon himself Cure Wounds. Why? Because he is a good boy who needs healing. Not a very good healing. And then he will he's also going to use Second Wind. I'm trying to select him. Brother, let me click selected. There we go. And that is the end of Frisbee's turn. Bite marks! It's not you. Basically, the dog healed himself while you were hanging out on the cliffside. What you doing?
It's getting some acid.
Okay, roll an attack roll. That hits.
You're
9 points of acid damage. You watch as you spray this acid onto it, and it's kind of like wings begin, like feathers on its wings begin to melt. It's like flapping them, freaking out. As a result, as a natural beast, this creature has now become. Here's my thing. Is frightened. At the end of your turn, you have more to do.
That's it.
Right. Creature's turn. Fails to recharge that. It is freaking the fuck out. It is going to. In desperation, it is going to bite at Frisbee. Which will succeed. That is aimed at Thorek, not Frisbee, but that still would have succeeded. And then it will make an attack against both Thorek and Frisbee. It is lagging all of a sudden. First attack hits. Second attack will hit Thorek. So let me unselect Thorek real quick. So for the bite attack. And then for that attack. Frisbee goes unconscious again. And then the talon, the second talon that aimed for Ulrich will hit you, sir.
That's
You
me.
shall take, as you are slashed across the chest, 23 points of damage. Roll a con save. Let's see. Whatever spell you were concentrating on, you just lost concentration of.
I have no clue what spell I was concentrating.
Zephyr
I'm gonna be
Strike.
honest. Yeah. Zephyr Strike's just a one-turn
Yeah,
thing.
I
and it's
know.
not
I don't
a...
know why it was still.
It's also not a concentration.
I don't know why I did that. Couldn't tell you. But anywho, creature does that. It is then I'm going to roll a d4 again to see which one of its abilities it's going to use in its panic. It already did that, so yeah, I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which one of you is struck by this. see, it's a D5 because there's 5 of you on the map. 3. You watch as a lightning strike strikes Frisbee, who
Uh-oh.
in his unconscious state whimpers and is electrocuted. And that is the end of Frisbee's turn. It's Kaisa's turn. Kaisa is going to Kaisa's going to use her bonus action to once again use the moat that she has above her head to attempt to hit this thing with one of them. She will finally succeed doing damage with one of these motes of light. And you watch as she fires it. As she does, it goes clean through the chest of this creature as it goes to screech and is unable to, kind of staggering slightly before essentially collapsing backwards. The creature dies.
Oop. Not a drop spilt.
And she's it's unconscious. She quickly reaches into one of Frisbee's pouches, pulls out one of the dog treats that he has, and is going to essentially not force feed him, but like essentially make him drink or eat the potion, the bone. And Frisbee will regain 8 hit points as he awakes. As this happens, as this bird is slain before you, let me change the music real quick. Can't hear what song this is. This is not the one I wanted. Let's do the travel one. As the bird dies before you, you know, its body kind of like the light fading from its eyes. You watch as the rain stops. The clouds depart, disappearing, kind of spiraling on themselves before vanishing, and it is now a clear summer's day once again. Kaisa kind of gives out a sigh, surprised by the difficulty of this creature. Kind of looks over towards the nest that you guys are all kind of like standing around. Just calls out, she says, "Is there still any eggs up there?"
3.
There's 3.
She kind of makes her way over, you know, spreading her own wings as she is a winged tiefling, and comes flying up and looks down at them, kind of disappointed that one of the eggs was destroyed in the carnage. Kind of scratching the back of her neck, and she says, I almost don't want to leave them out here in case there isn't another one of those hawks. These creatures are kind of vital to probably vital to
Is
this
there, like-
ecosystem, but
Is there an embryo in that egg that got smashed?
yes, there was a chick.
Oh, so there's more.
These eggs were. This is probably why this thing has
Christ.
been acting upset recently, is because it has babies on the way.
Oh, I'm saying there's probably one more. You don't get babies with just one.
That's why. Well, that's what she's saying. Is she doesn't know if there is another one, and she doesn't want to leave them out here if there isn't another Thunderhawk.
Yes, they should probably be taken to captivity.
I guess if we want to try to bring these down from the mountainside, we can take them back to camp and then move on from there. Maybe take a rest.
Go ahead and pick up my movable rod again.
It won't budge. And then you push the button.
Click it.
And yeah. It won't budge. Apparently in the
And also-
carnage it got clicked.
Also, I'm doing this. Where's it at?
Uh-oh, what is he about to say? This man got
Speaking with animals on Frisbee.
Okay. Yeah, you can't speak with animals on yourself. Frisbee's kind of like licking at his own wounds, you know? You know, cleaning up the blood that's on him. So while everyone else is having a conversation about the bird, what do you say to Frisbee?
Frisbee, you looked concerned during this fight. He had something to say.
He looks a little surprised and kind of tilts his head. Says, he's just like, "You understand me?"
For now. Are you okay?
You see him kind of like give like a very vigorous nod. And he like, dog in like the play position of like front legs go down and it's like butt in the air,
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, he's like very excited. He's just like, he just starts going on, just like, oh my god. He's like, no one has ever understood me. And he starts like running circles and just rambling and rambling and rambling for a second. And he kind of calms himself down. He sits down. He just says, and then he just looks at you and just says, I just don't want anyone to happen to my friends.
Alright, buddy. Well, you take it easy. You're looking banged up.
He's just sitting there wagging his tail, and he kind of like gives you a nod again. Just very, very happy to have had a conversation that people can understand both sides.
I'll make my way up there to the nest with them.
Yeah, as you get up there, you do see Kaiza is like picking up one of the eggs. I guess are the other two of you also grabbing an egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab an egg.
So yeah, you all get eggs. Frisbee finishing cleaning up his own wounds and kind of makes his way over. Kind of, pretty much, you hear him offer to like let people use his back as a way to get down easier with the eggs. Essentially, he's being a stepping stool.
Oh wait. We need to examine the body.
Oh, once you get the eggs, I'll let you examine the body as well. So, who would like to examine the body?
What kind of check would that be? Like a nature check?
Nature can work, Arcana can work, because it does seem to have magic. It's which one of those you wanted to decide to do.
Can I help
I'll
him
do
on that
Arcana.
nature check? Oh, well, I'm not. Can I help him on
Sure,
that
you can
Arcana
offer
check?
the help action. Well, they rolled high enough. With the Arcana, if someone wants to roll the nature check,
Yeah, sure. I'll have advantage from like a favored enemy or whatever.
that was
So
a good
24.
thing. Yeah, that was a good thing to get the advantage on. Looking over the hawk, you discover there is kind of cutting it open and kind of like looking inside of it and stuff. This specific hawk seems to have a gland of sorts that seems to whatever it digests or whatnot is then transferred into a sort of fuel for the body that then produces this highly conductive energy that then flows through its entire body. Looking through its feathers, things like that, there are traces of high conductive metals within its own bone structure. Particularly lightweight metals. Like most creatures would have like carbon and iron within their blood. This seems to have a lot higher of a copper type metal within its body that seems to be very highly conductive to allow it to let energy flow through it. You notice the beak seems to be harder than most, also seeming to be very conductive. As well as the talons, all having the same kind of metalish kind of composition within them to allow the flow of electricity. This hawk in particular, looking through its body, seems to have had a very high diet of specifically larger creatures, so humanoids.
Oh, yo, he's keto.
He's keto. Keeping up with keto. It looks like it probably had eaten a deer not too long ago, based on what you can find within its gut. You also find within like the body itself, there seems to something about the feathers is kind of adept almost to like the composition of the feathers seem to almost be very similar to that of like dragon scale, of like a very rough, hard material that seems to give it protection against the element that it controls.
So this is almost kind of like a pseudo dragon.
Sort of, yeah. In a sense, it is dragon-like without being draconic in any way.
Yeah, they're both
Um,
kind of like, avians descended from lizards. Maybe like a split evolutionary path or something.
Yeah. And you also do notice that it has, in its back, there are specifically almost like these vents in its back. They are hidden away under the feathers. Probably the reason it's able to control the weather. Something about the way it can channel air around it seems to allow it to control the weather that is near it. I'm assuming Bite Marks is taking very thorough notes because I did find your note page the other day.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is cool. I don't have to do this anymore. He's got it for me. I don't need to be as in depth anymore. I'll let him do it. And I'll use yours in the final document that I'm making with all this stuff too. So yeah, once you've done that with the bird, collected a few samples and such to then take back to the city so they could do testing and things like that as well as the eggs. You all head back down to the camp. I'm not gonna make you do any checks because it's no longer difficult. You found that when it's not raining and the winds aren't extremely strong, it's not that hard to get up and down this mountain.
Who would have thought?
It's a wild thing, isn't it? So you all traveling back down, kind of making your way. Fix this once again. There you go. As you all make your way back down, I assume dropping off the eggs. Are you wanting to take a rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking a long rest.
Yeah, I need to restore my slots.
All right, you all get back to camp. You can see by this point, the bodies have been cleared out. It appears probably one of the other handlers came through and collected up, essentially carted the corpses away.
Bring
for
out
any
your dad.
monster hunting reference. And you all are able to rest within the tents outside of the these kind of iron doors that kind of are sticking out of the mountain. You see her kind of leaned up against the door, not using a tent, but is kind of just like sitting there, kind of nursing her own very small wounds. As she really didn't take too much damage in the fight, but she is a little injured. And kind of in this moment, as you see like her patching herself up a little bit, like cleaning up what her armor and stuff that are the robes she's wearing, you do notice kind of not on her face, but kind of lower part of her neck, parts of her chest and her arms, there are patches of what look to be blue scales that are kind of like mixed in with the very leathery, fiendish, pale skin. But you all take a long rest, so if you guys want to hit the long rest button on your character sheet.
Where is the long rest button on our character sheet?
If you look under hit dice, there is an L rest.
Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
I'd rather have a W rest.
L bozo. So you all take a long rest. Feeling restored in the morning, your hit points back, your spell slots return to you once more. What would you like to pursue on this fine day?
Oh, we have one final objective.
You discovered one of them.
Well, we can go back to the dragon, or we can go look at the valley.
I can speak Draconic, but I'm not much of a negotiator.
This might just be stereotyping, but I don't know if that acid monster thing is going to want to talk. They don't have a good track record.
I could be wrong, but
That ice dragon, yeah, they have some nice track records of being talkative, but these demon poisoned acid ones, not likely.
So speak amongst yourself in the plan. I will be right back. RP. Do some RP. Learn about each other.
I mean, we did just rest. We can go try to talk to the thing and then beat it up if it does attack us.
Perhaps
That is
it.
an option. Our other
Look-
option is what, the valley?
The
Yeah.
valley, yeah.
Well, looking at the creature yesterday, it definitely knew we were there.
Very true.
Hmm.
Not too sure what the best approach is gonna be in there with that acid pool.
I mean, as
Yeah.
long as we don't fall in it.
I'm guessing it's resistant to its own product.
Very true. So we're
We'd
probably
always
either
try
go
luring
ranged
it out
with
of the
it.
cave.
Yeah. I was gonna say we're not really gonna be fighting it in there, because if we go around, we are stuck in there.
It's going to be difficult fighting it in its lair.
Okay. So what have you decided, boys?
We laid out the options.
So we're back to square one.
I do like the thought of luring it out.
We could use the carcass of that creature that we just slayed.
How much damage does 8,000 pounds do?
What do you mean, 8,000 pounds?
8,000 pounds would have fallen a creature. How much damage does it do?
Probably about 2.
About 2 damage.
About to.
Its fall damage,
that's
it probably
cool.
causes more damage to whatever's falling than what it falls on.
Dude, I'm gonna need to look up a chart here. Give me a second. Let's see what the internet has to say. Oh, how much damage would 1,000 pounds do? Object falling 60 feet. Holy fuck!
It's like a railgun.
Somewhere between. Oh my lord. These charts are. This fucking thing is not. Someone literally just put, "You'll instantly die." There is no point. You'll just die.
I'm thinking here, if we're gonna go with luring it out,
If you have a plan that could KO this thing in one shot,
We're gonna
could
fill the
drop.
cave
If we're
with
luring it out, we could drop something on it when it's coming out of the cave, because we know where it's gonna be.
We're gonna use smoke power barrels, and we're just going to stack the room with them.
I think it sounds like a viable idea.
Yeah. We just need to figure out where we're gonna source this mass to drop on it.
Was the cave it was in like part of a mountain?
Yes.
Could probably try to find some boulder to knock it on it.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good on my strength checks right now.
I'm feeling
could
pretty good on my
definitely-
strength checks.
I
That's
really like
just the line
someone
that got
else.
me.
Someone else might need to place the rod, but I definitely feel confident in placing a boulder where we need it. Outside of the cave, above the cave entrance, is there are we talking just like a cliff wall? Is it kind of sloped still? What are we looking at?
It was kind of a cliff wall that kind of like led up to like a almost like a like it's more of a valley area that it was in.
Gotcha. Would I have somewhere that I could set up said trap above the entrance?
You would.
Is there somewhere that I could attempt to get to do so?
If you want to go back out there, roll nature.
Roll
You find
nature.
anything? Yeah.
Let's see here. What's our terrain right now?
Mountains.
Mountains. Well, let's go. Do I get advantage or do I just get doubled?
I think it's
Proficiency bonus is doubled.
yeah, I don't remember what
Yeah.
it was specifically.
Yeah, it's just the proficiency bonus. On a nature check. Alright, add another 5 to that. So 22.
22. Looking about this kind of area, you could probably collapse the tunnel itself if given enough damage. Outside of that, though, there does not appear to be in this general kind of area like any kind of loose rocks or boulders that could be tried to like pushed into this.
Noted. All right, boys. What are y'all thinking? I'm drawing blanks here now. I don't think this is happening.
Let me look at my own.
Now remember, just because you found something doesn't mean you have to fight it. You can just record the information you got on it, leave.
Yeah, but who does that?
I know to see your point, but
Let me check something.
Did you say the that acid in there looked to be from the creature or naturally occurring?
it was naturally occurring.
Naturally occurring.
I'd like to use locate creature, since it's familiar to us now, to see if it's even in its cave at the current moment.
Sure. What is the range on that? 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of being back in the general area, looking about. You do get the sense it is back in its cave.
Okay. I'll kind of like, I don't know. You gotta do like that psionic thing, like where you're touching the temple with like your head. So the creature is currently in its cave. It's a perfect opportunity to do something if we do indeed want to do something.
It's, I guess, your call.
I mean,
what to do.
You're in
I'm here
charge
for
of
the
this
ride.
region. What's your opinion? Would it be best to eliminate this creature for the safety of the people under you?
Let's do it. Mom ain't raised no bitch.
I was going to say this simple knowledge of it, knowing it's here is probably sufficient, but it is up to what amount of information you want to get out of this. It is your reputations, that are being affected if we do in fact find something useful out of this, or we just simply leave it to the next group to get more information on.
Well, if anything, it's a good opportunity to develop anti-venoms, given how potent the creature seems to be.
That is true, yes.
Yeah, let's head back to the cave.
Okay.
What's our plan of action though? Are we going straight on? Are we gonna try to y'all want to try to collapse the cave? I don't think I really have any way to assist in those efforts.
Well, let's see. If it didn't generate that acid, it might be vulnerable to it.
I was gonna say it might be. I don't know if it would be sleeping in essentially a crescent of acid that it's not resistant to though. I can't see it favoring that spot. If it were detrimental to it.
True, but it is also a
If that's
detriment
acid
to
and
anything
not
coming in.
venom, that acid might react with water, and I can put a fair bit of water into said
That's true.
acid.
Yeah, venom is venom versus poison, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be acid, given how venom is secreted.
Gotcha. I thought the acid was from a naturally occurring source within the cave.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
the creature
it definitely
itself.
doesn't look like it was produced by the creature. It looks like it was probably just there, like a natural like bed of like hydrogen sulfate or whatever sort of thing. Like
Mhm.
a
If you can
naturally occurring acid.
agitate the acid, my powers over the wind might be able to pelt it with said acid.
Smoke it out.
Yeah, the two of us. If the rest of the party can have some sort of trap prepared.
Definitely. Let's see here. Yeah, so if we do get a reaction, we're gonna get a pretty big one because I have a 15-foot radius by 10 feet tall of water.
I appreciate your mind. Well, hey, it's a
All right,
concept. of a plan.
what if we take out the entrance to the tunnel if the acid has a reaction to attempt to just suffocate it in there?
That's very smart. If you can agitate the acid,
Mm-hmm.
and we
then
can
we just
collapse the entrance to the tunnel. We can hotbox it.
I might be able to assist in such endeavors of destroying the entrance. I do know the shatter spell.
Delightfully devilish.
Well, it is quite efficient. Not many things can resist its damage.
I think we have a plan. I always need to implement it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's get the map back up.
So you guys go back in, I assume going into the acidic cave?
Yeah. Just right at the entrance. I just want to like to go to the entrance and cast Dark Vision just so I can see the cave again.
Okay, dark vision.
Okay. Also, while we've been here talking, I'm gonna make 3 different fire mines by just
Okay.
like picking up some random small rocks on the ground.
Yeah. You just look like you were like crouched down playing with the stones in the dirt, and you're actually concocting a bomb.
I'm making 3 bombs.
What was that? Spellbook, that's why I can't find it.
Yeah, activate your dark vision once again. Are you just casting it on yourself again, or are you going to cast it on Sage once more?
With Dark Vision, you're gonna allow them to get into the cave from outside, so they can see if you're trying to make an escape, or would I need to?
They would be able to see like you can, where you can see through darkness.
Yeah. Cast second Dark Vision.
Okay, click it one more time.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna add it to her thing. All right, you all press into the front entrance of the cave once more. Is anyone standing outside? The 3 of you, if you want to roll stealth, roll stealth.
I'll go in despite my inability to see.
You have dark vision now because of
Only if not a good stealth.
Could I use my hide in plain sight? If I'm pressed up against a solid surface with that, can I move along said surface?
Yes, I will allow that.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to attempt to stealth. And then that gives me a +10 with the hide in plain sight.
Okay. So when you make your roll, I'll say this in the future for the future roll. Whenever you make the
Oh.
roll, there is a little thing underneath it that says like extra bonuses or something.
Oh, cool. Gotcha.
You can just add like 10 in there, or like
Sick.
plus 1d5 or d6. I mean, not d5. D5s are cursed.
Sick. So add 10 to that 13.
Yeah, so 23. Bite marks, are you sneaking into the cave?
I'm gonna stand outside for right now.
Okay, so you will out here. I'm going to switch maps. Bite marks, you're just not going to be able to see. Actually, I
My eyes!
will give you vision. You'll just be outside the cave. So, the rest of you, as you sneak into the cave, perception checks. I assume, too, Sage, you are holding on to your locate creature.
Yeah.
So roll me the perception check. In addition to that, Sage, you are getting a ping roughly around this point.
Okay, I'll kind of like. So you want me to roll a perception check as well?
Yes. To see if you notice anything beyond your ping.
24.
You can see that the acid is rippling as if something is moving underneath it.
I'll go over to my friend here and tell him it appears to be in the acid. Perhaps it's currently inert.
That is problematic.
If you can agitate it, it might cause some discomfort.
Could I attempt to cast this is it the Freedom of Waves? Where these ripples are?
Yes.
Where would said ripples be?
She points out roughly right here.
Alright, cool.
So what you would do, you click on your spell, you can click your template.
Yeah.
I think this one also has.
Spells.
I love this program because it makes you automatically cast it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
click the place template and then click
Said-
on where you want it. It's roughly this spottish.
There.
I need to change the music for this situation. This is more our speed.
Alright, so are we doing this and backing out of the cave right afterwards?
That's what I think we should do. It's a good distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so click the place template and then click where you want to set it.
Right there is said.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm gonna roll something. All right. You hear a low gurgling growl coming from within the acid as the creature slowly peeks its head up out of the acid, revealing itself just floating in the acid like a crocodile, eyes directly looking to you lot as it produces a deep billow from within its throat. If you'd like to move back towards the cave entrance.
Yeah, I would like to slide along this wall
That's what I'm gonna do.
with my
Yeah.
camouflage.
This will show where the cave entrance is. There we go. Because also Frisbee's outside. Ta-da, Frisbee. Okay, so yeah, it is I remember. Yeah, it is it what you've come to realize, it clearly sees you creeping along the wall. You do not have this creature fooled. It seems to be very, very perceptive. And it inches ever so closer to the edge. You can move your tiles as you wish.
I think it's time to get the fuck out of here.
I think I should talk to him. I can reason with him, guys.
I can reason with him. I can do this.
Those are my only negative traits as well. I can reason with them.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Draconic.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of languages. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I do. I do.
We both speak Draconic. I
This
think because of
man's-
favorite anime.
This man speaks 7 languages.
I think I have like 5.
Holy shit! Oh,
fully
he's
went.
sage. I think he picked that as his background. Okay, what would you like to say to said creature?
3, 4, 5. Ooh, I have 6 actually.
I don't know why.
What do I want to say to said creature? I never think these things through.
I'd like to speak with it. What would you like to say? I didn't think I'd get this far.
I don't think I get this far. I'm bad at striking up conversation. I'm gonna ask him why he's here and why he's been attacking people.
It pauses just at the edge of the acid-like kind of eyes squinting towards you, almost.
I'm also gonna just like fully drop the camouflage too while I'm asking him this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start shaking it off myself.
Yeah, it kind of squints his eyes at you, almost intrigued, and says, it just says, because I was hungry. And it's just like a billowing that follows its voice as it does that, because I can't physically make one of those. I would do it if I could.
Are you still hungry?
It produces another loud billow. It's just. Psst.
Do I? I do. I have one. Can I throw him my rations as a peace offering?
Your little old rations.
yeah. My can I toss him my lunchbox?
You know, we could always tell him about that Thunderhawk we fell.
All right, yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can toss him the lunchbox. He snaps it like a crocodile, snaps it out of the air, and then kind of like lowers his head a little bit back into the ass, and you see him just like. You can hear like your rations getting crunched and crushed, and then just the billow starts up again.
Now there is a fresh kill atop one of the mountains. If you're still hungry.
A Thunderhawk, one of those creatures that controls
One of
the
them
weather.
they're Thunderhawks. They seem to be causing some problems in the area. Also, you might be able to get some eggs still. I don't know if it's still good. It was kind of crushed, but might be
Consider it
fine.
Oh, should I believe you when you are simply already here?
Well, we have its eggs.
We do
like,
have its eggs.
a single claw's like reached the edge of the platform and is like gripping onto the edge of the ledge here.
Well, you see, I know like you see food here now, but hear me out. What if you didn't have to do all that work for all your food all the time?
What are you proposing?
Seem to be a few problematic creatures in the area that we are currently attempting to take care of. Obviously, we won't have too much use for the majority of the bodies. So we could always see about possibly getting that brought here to the entrance of the cave.
Persuasion check.
Oh.
Can I give him advantage?
I will let you have advantage because you are being helped.
Here, sweet. It's an 8.
I think we have the same stats there.
The billowing gets louder as it is now inching its way onto the platform. kind of, you definitely tell a very hungry look in its eyes.
Noted. We might want to get out of this cave. I'm gonna chat with this guy for another second or two. If you want to start making your way out of the cave, I will meet you outside of the cave here momentarily.
Are you gonna try agitating the acid?
That didn't seem to do anything initially.
It is also bathing in said acid and doesn't seem to be burning.
Yeah, I was hoping once it got aerated, it might have done something, but I didn't hear any reactions in
You
said
do also
acid.
notice as it is crawling out of said acid, you can see that there is the scales the scales on its body almost shift, and a kind of a slight greenish purplish haze kind of comes off of it and is kind of swirl like in the air around it, almost like spores around a mushroom. As this thing is producing some sort of chemical gas around itself.
What are you?
You are quite the insightful snack, aren't you?
I'm something.
And it's like slowly inching its way out of like the acid by this point. Like both
Mhm.
front claws are out. It is slowly coming up. Wings are kind of extending out to let the acid that's on them drip off before they slowly close back up.
Yeah.
Actually,
Uh,
would it be possible with a perception check to identify what kind of gas it's shedding?
I'd say nature would probably be our best bet.
Okay, we both have good natures, don't we?
Yeah, I got a
And since this is a
5.
dragon, one of our favorite things, we'd probably
You would get
get
advantage on your
advantage.
nature check, yeah.
Okay, so
Wow,
I got
double
2
18.
18s, so
That's
24.
crazy. You would notice that this is a very poisonous, toxic gas, probably contributing to the deaths of those that had originally encountered it.
Does it appear to be flammable?
No.
Okay, so it's inert. Okay, I'd tell him that it's poison.
Can I get a 15-foot template? Can I get a 15-foot radius template? I'm sorry.
Sure. That's 15 feet. I don't know if you're able to move that. Where do you want it?
Cool.
You
No,
hold
I
your
can't move it.
you hold your mouse on a part of the screen,
Uh-huh.
and it should be able to let you ping like that. You just like left click and hold.
Mm,
Wait, what
where
do you
do I
have
want it?
selected? Do you have the measurement controls on or the token controls?
I don't have nothing selected. What do I need selected?
Uh,
Measurements, distance? No. Measurement controls?
check the measurement controls. See if you can click on it now. And
Yeah. Yeah. There's a circle.
you see a little impact square at the center of it.
Yeah.
Can you
I'm trying to
click,
get it to be a circle.
Can you click on it and grab it and move it?
Yeah.
Oh, when you place it, yeah, just move that one wherever you want it to go. Like, show me where you want to set this 15-foot circle up.
Oh, I'm trying to see because the dragon is not where I want him just yet. But I would like to have a spell readied as he's approaching me.
Okay, yeah. So you want to put it?
Uh,
Oh God.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop clicking.
You're good. So like right there, you're saying?
Yeah, but ideally I'd like to get it a little closer to the entrance as well.
So
I'd like
what-
him to get a little bit closer. I'd like to wait for the dragon to approach me a little bit more and then move the circle.
So like right here.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. Okay. In this moment, as you know, the dragon. What else are you saying to this beast as you are speaking with it?
What big wings you have!
Kind of produces that just loud billow again.
Does he like flattery?
You know what? I'm gonna roll a D100.
How flattered is this man?
I guess I'm gonna play along with the trope. All right. Just in the same deep growling breath. Just it's better to catch prey with. I have to go with the trope now. I rolled for it. It inches ever so slightly forward.
Yeah. Bring him closer.
Ever so slightly comes up. Most of its body is out of the acid now. Its tail kind of whipping back and forth, kind of flicking
All right,
acid up into the air.
because I am gonna use this spell, I'm just going to bring it up so I have it on the map. I'm going to be casting Freedom of Waves once he is close enough to me.
Okay.
Nope, that's
I'm
not
just
where I
gonna-
wanted it. That's not where I wanted it.
I'm just gonna slightly inch back from our new friend here.
Can I undo what I just did?
You just click the template thing again. Close
Ah.
template again.
There we go. You can't tell if the dragon is in the template or not.
I don't see your template. Oh, there it is.
Yes. No.
Where it
No.
is right this second, he is just outside of it. If you're
All
holding
right.
it,
I'd
you can
like
have
to.
it as
Yeah,
a
I'd like to
spot.
have this. I'd like to have the spell readied
Okay.
in this spot. And whenever he does approach, I would like to activate the spell.
Okay. Yeah. It, is just like slowly crawl. Think of like a lizard like slowly inching up on a bug. That's essentially what's happening.
Cool.
It is eyeing you very, very hungrily. You see it kind of like chitter its teeth, kind of like making like a clicking noise with its teeth as it like keeps moving towards you. Finally, its full body emerging from the acid. This thing is huge and towers over you quite easily. The gap that it actually crawled out of the acid pit from, barely allowing it to fit through.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Freedom of the Waves.
Okay. Chat. I didn't mean to hit with advantage. Whoopsies. I'm gonna redo that. That's crazy. It fails. Wow.
So he is taking the 2d8 bludgeoning, as well as falling prone. While the deluge is going on, it's going to allow me to move here, and I am going to leave this cave.
Okay, you're all running out of the cave?
I'm going to cast, as we leave the cave, I'm going to cast Wind Wall as well.
How big is the entrance of the cave in relation to the dragon?
Just big enough for it to get through.
I place the movable rod in the center of the cave and click it, just in the opening, floating.
Okay, yeah.
It's not
Okay.
doing much for us, but it's there.
It's doing something.
Yeah, I'm just going to cast Wind Wall. I expect it to eventually push through it, but to kind of give us time.
Okay.
Y'all feeling up to the task of fighting this right now? Or are we running?
Okay, so could you give me that strength throw?
Yeah.
I think we can fight it.
You said you need a strength throw?
Oh, no, from the dragon.
creature. It's going to pass.
Okay, it's still going to do some damage and have some. So that'll do 14 damage as I scoot out of there.
It lets out a roar, and you hear it as it screams out. You hear, all of you that can speak Draconic, hear it, I will catch and rip you to shreds, vermin.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to let us run away.
Okay. Well, we have a little time. Whatever preparations we need to make to finish this.
I'm going to
All right.
cast Enlarge on myself.
Are you guys trying to collapse the tunnel?
I think we can just fight it.
You just want to fight it straight out? All right, there's not really anywhere to move because the map, so I wasn't expecting you guys to fight it outside the cave for some fucking reason. Me and my infinite wisdom.
Can I also go ahead and cast my my fire arrows?
Yeah, I'll let you cast your fire arrows. So,
Alright, cool.
on that note, let me just fucking trigger initiative order here. We're just gonna use this dinky little map to do initiative order.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Ignore actor 32.
New actor 302.
Ignore that one. The dice coming from every direction. Holy shit. So, you're just gonna straight fight it, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bum bum bum. Alright. Battle music. Yeah, every time. Dun 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 dun. Frisbee is going to, which I don't think I made him take a long. Oh no, he did. He did get his rest. Okay. Frisbee, knowing what is going to happen, is going to cast Predatory Instincts once again. And as a result, giving everyone 10 temp hit points.
Nice.
Ignore the random 10 that appeared. That was just over nothing. And then he is immediately, because he does have line of sight, is going to cast Spectral Hound. Then attack the creature twice. I should be rolling with advantage, so the first one hits. Second one also hits, so he's going to hit twice. Creature will take 21 points of radiant damage. And then Frisbee is going to get next to you two and seems to look to try to protect the two of you. Now Kaiser's turn. Kaiser, looking, a bit concerned, is going to...
Jesus.
What? Jesus.
Sorry,
what?
I'm just trying to figure out how to make myself large size.
Oh. Here, I got you. Big cat. There you go.
Cat.
Kaiser is going to cast. You know what? It'd be really funny. No.
Oh man, you know what? You know what really sucks?
What?
I really made the wrong play with that immovable rod.
Because that's your weapon?
I really should have teleported beside him in the deluge when he went prone.
Oh.
I wasn't planning on hitting the prone. I was just trying to use it to get out.
She is
I was
going.
not thinking.
Kaiser is going to hold her action, and she is going to wait patiently. Actually, she is going to step a few steps behind all of you, to the edge of the map. It's now Sage's turn.
Okay. So I am going to use the lightning arrow.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's a concentration. Here, let me see.
You'll lose your locate creature, but you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm already using a concentration on the
I
wind
think
wall.
we found him.
Oh, the wind wall. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to use basically the wind wall as a railgun for a conjure barrage.
Move into position to cast it. Because I know you're not in position yet. Yeah. Remember to move your tile. There we go.
So I'm going to fire it into this gale of wind I have pushing against him.
Okay, it is going to roll its saving throw.
And would it get at disadvantage?
I'll say no for this one, just because you are shooting the arrows faster, but it is not.
No, it's magical.
Well, also you have disadvantage because it is prone, so your ability to hit it is less. But it did, so it does pass. It's going to take half
So-
damage.
It'll take 5.
There's a few arrows stick
Okay.
into it, and it roars again, and just
Okay.
yells out, "You rodents!"
And then I'll pass over to the other side of the cave.
I'll pass away. Yeah. Bite marks, big boy. What you gonna do?
I am also going to hold an action.
Okay.
Basically, the moment I see its head pop out of the cave, I'm just grabbing it. I'm gonna try and grapple it.
Okay. Thoruk.
You know what?
It's your turn, if you don't mind zooming in. So the stream does see whatever you see whenever it's your turn to combat.
Ah,
I will let you
noted.
know that. I keep forgetting. I tell people that all the time. So
noted.
it's fine. You
Um,
are Gucci, my man.
What do I want to do? I'm kind of like, can I? All right. We able to team up on the grapple? Am I able to assist in that?
You can hold your action and then do a grapple as well. Yes.
Does it stack or is it just kind of like two separate?
I will let it because he
actions.
is big and you are regular, and you are both attempting it. If you both succeed, it will be restrained. If one of you succeeds, it'll simply be grappled.
Can I unactivate the rod and ready this action?
Sure, I will let you do that.
I'll unactivate the rod. I'll move over here to. This is the other edge of the entrance. Yes.
Yes.
No, I just realized if we just keep on dumping rocks, if we shatter the cave right now, it will hit it like a railgun because of the wind wall.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah, I don't have any way to do much damage to that wall.
It is now the creature's turn, who is very upset. The creature going to use half its movement to get up. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to approach the entrance to the cave. The moment it gets there, your lady friend going to cast Shatter onto the creature, directly onto this dragon. This dragon is going to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Roll the damage. You watch as it does that. I need to also roll a straight D20 here. See what happens with the cave. Okay, the cave remains up. A little bit of rocks falling and kind of dropping onto this creature's head. It is then going to... the two of you watch as it has stopped just at the entrance of the cave. Oh, no, your cloud thing prevents it from doing this. It goes to produce a venom cloud around itself. And the wind blows it away, so you guys are not affected by the venom cloud. Because it just happens to be on the edge of the gale. And it will... I think that's as far as it's going to be able to... Well, it does... It is going to swat out at the two of you, because it's just far enough that it can do it. So if you guys want to make your grapple attempts on the creature right now, while it's within 5 feet of you, it is going to swat at you with its claws.
So I have advantages on strength checks. Does that also count for the athletics?
Yes. That's a strength-based check.
Does my advantage from frisbee?
No advantage. It's advantage on attack rolls, not checks.
Okay. All right. The filthiest 20 I've ever had.
The filthiest 20 you've ever had. And it's
and I got
gonna
a 26.
it's gonna make its strength roll. You are unable to grapple it as it swings at you, just barely, as it kind of slips out from your grip. First attack on you. Bite marks. You take 21 points of damage. A mix of oh no, that's just full slashing. Roll the concentration check that you have, sir. Succeed on that. And then Thulric, you take 17 points of slashing damage. And you need to roll a concentration check.
Do it. Can't stop me.
That's a pass. All right. And that is the end of the creature's turn. It's now Frisbee the dog's turn. Because of the wind, there is no toxic fumes that are coming from this creature at the moment. Frisbee, seeing an opportunity to attack, jumps forward and bites the creature, taking advantage. It's going to miss, even though it was targeted on the wrong bird. He's going to miss his attack. Bonus action. He reaches into. You watch as he turns and pulls out a deep green milk bone that he then eats, giving himself poison resistance. This dog is smarter than any of you, or has more supplies than any of you, and you have no idea where he gets these supplies. And it is now Kaisa's turn. Kaisa, who is standing in the back, going to cast. He's going to cast Shatter again. 5th level again. Which I'm not going to place the template for because she will purposely position it just to hit the dragon and the tunnel. It is going to choose to succeed using a legendary resistance. It's going to take half the damage from this. And then I need to roll another d20 to see what happens to the cave. That's not the right format. The cave is going to hold strong. And then she will cast as a bonus action. Will not cast anything as a bonus action. That is the end of her turn. Sage, back to you. As the dragon has reached the entrance, and you clearly see your wind wall is protecting your allies from the poisonous fumes emanating off of this creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that up. I'm just going to, shoot arrows at it.
Okay, shift yourself in position to see it.
Okay, I'll move here to shoot kind of like past Frisbee.
Okay.
So I click on the arrow. Okay, I have to click the bow first to see if I even get it or whatever. I'm going to double attack. 17?
That misses. You watch as your arrow ricochets off its scales.
No.
Dice. Neither of those are gonna hit. Both arrows kind of bounce off its scales, and it kind of like in a low billowing chuckle. As it raises, or as it turns, kind of whipping its tail towards Frisbee.
Then I guess with the rest of my action, I'm gonna fly up, kind of like onto the side of the mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
and see if I can find any like rocks to dislodge and kind of like push down so the wind will suck it up and hit the dragon with it.
Okay. How high are you flying? Like you had used.
I'll use my I'll use 35 movement of I guess vertical I guess to start looking for suitable rocks I can dislodge.
Okay. And you watch as Frisbee gets hit with a tail, kind of square in the face, lets out a yelp, and then like kind of recoils from it, lets out a deep, deep growl of anger towards this creature. It is now Bite Mark's turn. You guys are all kind of piled up at this entry.
Do I attempt to grapple it again? If I want to do something like open its mouth and shove something in it, that counts as a grapple, right?
You would have to do the grapple first, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try grappling it again.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a strength check against you.
What the fuck?
You succeed, bro.
Ain't no way.
You
Ain't no
succeed.
way.
I rolled like shit too. Ain't no way that
Oh my
everyone
God.
rolled like shit, bro. All right, what are you throwing down his throat?
Hold
I'm
it
gonna throw
open.
All 3 of my fireburst mines I made.
Oh,
I'm gonna just
my
drop all the
God.
pebbles in his mouth.
Okay. What I'm picturing is like you threw them in your own mouth, you grabbed a hold of this thing, fucking King Konged its mouth open, and then just spat down its throat.
Pretty much, yeah. And then, once they all go a little bit into his mouth, I'm gonna yell kaboom, and they're all gonna blow up.
Okay, put that spell thing up. I'm assuming there's a roll that it has to make for each of these. Kaboom.
Let's see.
Depending on what the saving throw is, will depend on what I'm going to make it do.
Whatever. Oh my god. Give me the... I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. See, it makes a dexterity saving throw.
It's not going to.
But they're inside his mouth.
It's not. I was like, if it's dex, he's just failing. So yeah, roll damage for all 3.
Okay, he is gonna take like half and then another half, or is it because they take half damage from any subsequent effects? So is that half from the second one
If a
and
creature
then a
is an
quarter
area
from
of
the
effect of
third?
more than one, it takes half from any subsequent effect of mine. I think just roll the damage 3 times. I think it's the first one is full. Everyone after that is half.
Okay.
First mine does 22 points.
So that's 22, 12, and then 10.
You do this and it's kind of like taken aback. You're still holding onto its mouth and it just like lets out a like very pained smoky belch from this. The smell of like burn and rot now coming from its throat as you are, holding open a very toxic mouth. It is not happy with you. It is specifically looking at you now.
Oh Jesus.
Dalrek, your turn.
Me. Is he still holding his mouth?
Yes.
I'd like to try to attempt to, can I try to drive the immovable rod through the, what would essentially be the gap in his lower jaw? If that makes sense.
You talking just like under his
Like,
tongue?
Yes.
Sure.
I assume that that'd be a softer spot on the dragon compared
Yeah.
to somewhere else if I am attempting to drive my immovable rod into it.
Yeah, you're forcing it under its tongue so it has a difficult time trying to get it out.
Oh, I am trying to pierce its skin under its tongue.
Oh,
I want to drive this like a stake.
roll an attack roll with disadvantage.
attack roll with disadvantage.
I will say if you fail, there is a chance you get hurt.
Oh, I figured there would be.
You are doing a crazy
Yeah.
feat here.
I know. Let's see here. Would it be any easier for me if I were to hold the dagger in my hand as well, to give the immovable rod a point?
I'll give you base roll with that, but it'll be a dex base roll.
I will take it.
Yeah, it'll be a dexterity based roll now
This is
instead.
just
So
a
attack with the
base dex
dagger.
roll.
Yeah, attack with the dagger now instead of I was gonna make you do unarmed strike, but now do dagger.
Okay, attack with the dagger.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fascinated now. Ooh, oh, that hits. Holy shit. Roll the damage. 6 points of damage to its
Are you gonna allow me to activate the immovable rod during this?
Yes, I
this
will let you.
action?
I will,
Alright.
because of the way you were doing this, I will
I
allow
know.
this.
I know it's a lot to ask. It's a lot of actions there.
I will allow this because you do have 2 actions to turn any like attack actions. I will allow it for
Yeah.
this specific situation because that'll be all you get to do. So
Alright.
you do this with such swiftness that you avoid it like shaking its head trying to like bite down, even though it's being held open, and jab it into it. I would say because it was. I'm going to say it is now. Where's the button?
Oh, I really want to taunt him. I'm not gonna do it. I really want to.
It is now considered restrained because it is both grappled and it is being held in place by a rod within its body. It is now the creature's turn as it growls and hisses. You hear a gurgling coming from its throat. As it sprays acid. Alright, not acid. Venom out. Bite marks, Frisbee, and then Kaiza are going to have to roll Constitution saving throws.
Has it
No.
gotten past the wind?
No, I don't want to be that guy. but
Because it is
they do need a-
spatting, because it is spatting this, it is able to get past it.
Yeah.
Bite marks. Your con save, my good man.
Yeah, hold on, I'm looking to see if I have. I'm just making sure I don't have any bonuses to Constitution.
All right, now is this specifically venom or poison?
In the end, it's poison. We're gonna be logistical here. It's poison.
I was gonna say technically, you know, venomous bites you. Poison, you bite it.
You took 20. You took 26 points of damage. Frisbee takes 26 points of damage. Kaiza is going to take also 26 points of damage. You and Frisbee have poison resistance. Kaiza does
Yep.
not, which is lucky she saved. All right, and I'm gonna see if it recharges this breath attack for next turn. It does
Did I
not.
pass my concentration?
Yes, you did. It's
Okay.
13. Yeah, you passed it.
Is it
It was
the
a
same
D-
as death saving throws?
Yeah, it's if it's equal,
Okay.
it's the same. If it's equal, you pass.
Well, is it like you have to get like above 10 to save?
It's it's the DC is 10 or half the damage. Wait, this doesn't. Yeah, it's half the damage taken. So yeah, you took 26 points of damage, so your DC is 13.
Oh,
That's how concentration checks run.
I never use concentration spells.
Yeah, same, because I'm generally not strong enough to hold them. I also need actually no, because the fucking because the wind is blowing back the toxins it's blowing out. So you guys are not getting affected by its venomous aura yet. That is the end of the creature's turn. Now Frisbee the dog's turn. Frisbardo is going to... Frisbee is going to do a bite attack. Why is Frisbee going to do a bite attack? Because that's what Frisbee does. Frisbee is going to hit his target.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
That's not as good.
Frisbee inflicts 6 points of damage. Wait, actually, Frisbee gets the bonus thing because he does have pack tactics, because you guys are within range of him. So, he gets, what is it? Gets this damage as well. An extra 6, so 12 points of damage. Plus, not only is it restrained, but it is knocked prone, so its head is being held up as it has been knocked to the ground as Frisbee is bitten into its leg and caused it to fall over. As a result of it being this way, it is going to flap its wings irritably, and I need the 3 of you that are standing in front of the cave entrance to make make strength saving throws using the thing that has appeared.
Would the current wind counteract that wing attack?
No. Just because this is point blank, like in their face. Ew. Wow, you're the only one to have succeeded. So for the damage, Frisbee is going to take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and Bite Mark is going to take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you have both been knocked prone. And it's not Kaza's turn. Kaza. What was that sound I just heard? Kaza cast.
Oh, that might be me. I'm walking around.
Oh, it sounded like
You might have heard my floor creaking.
So it sounded like when, like, in a show where someone gets, like, poisoned or something bad happens, you, like, hear that single heartbeat. I just heard it again. Yeah, I just heard it again. She's going to make a roll against the creature. She's going to hit her target with one of the motes of light, inflicting 30 points of fire damage. And that is the end of Kaisa's turn. Sage, it's back to you.
Okay. I'm looking for rocks to launch at it. Perception check.
Survival.
Okay.
Just to see if there's any loose rocks.
13.
You're not seeing anything loose up here that would be enough to do damage.
Okay, I'm gonna fly back down,
Okay.
and I'm going to chuck the iron bands of binding at it.
Oh shit. Put that in the chat.
Okay.
I
So
forgot you had those. Oh shit.
This thing is not going anywhere.
What the fuck? It's already restrained. Yeah, it's now double restrained. That's fucking crazy.
Hmm.
Why did you roll that?
Right.
I don't think
Oh,
you need to make an
I don't-
attack roll. Oh,
I don't. It just had it in there for some reason,
it says
but no.
make a ranged attack with your dex bonus plus your proficiency.
Yeah, I'm gonna check if I have anything to help with that.
So scratch the saving throw because you would have, well, you would have advantage because it is, you would have advantage due to it being.
Okay, I'll attack a second time. 16.
That will miss. Yeah, you throw it and its
It
wing
launches
kinda-
into its mouth.
I was gonna say its wing kind of like bats it away without it meaning to, as it's like struggling against this rod driven into its throat.
Damn it. Blocked my Pokeball. And then I'll just use the rest of my movement to duck back into cover.
Okay. It is now Bite Mark's turn.
I stand up.
How dare you knock me down? Now you will perish. That's all I'm picturing.
Did I lose the grapple when I got knocked prone, or?
No, you would have held the grapple. Because it was also prone, so you just kind of fell towards it.
Okay.
It also can't
I'm just
stand
gonna-
up anymore because it is restrained. Like,
I'm just gonna shove my gun barrel down its throat and shoot it down its throat.
oh my god.
Do I
Okay.
have advantage or anything with it since
You
it's?
still have advantage, yeah. I'll let you keep your advantage, because usually you'd have disadvantage. Yeah, that hits. Holy fuck. You guys are bullying this thing. Like, yeah, it said it was gonna eat you, but fuck, dude.
Ooh. 12 piercing, 12 lightning.
This is fucked up. This is really fucked up.
Look, we offered him a pretty good deal.
It's like
This is ruthless business tactics.
it's like shaking like
Part of the deal.
it's like desperately trying to get away now. Is it the end of your turn, Bite Marks?
Yeah.
Oh, Rock, it's your turn.
Alright, Sig, you said its head is kind of propped up on the immovable rod right now?
Yeah.
Alright, I think this job needs to be finished. I'd like to take my great club and attempt to, while bashing it over the head like I'm playing whack-a-mole, finish driving the stake through the roof of its mouth.
Oh my. All right, yeah. Roll an attack roll with advantage because it's got all kinds of shit happening to it.
Gladly.
Butcher my monster, why don't you? Yeah, that hits. Yeah, roll the damage.
You need me to, can I hit it twice? I get 2 attacks
yeah,
per
yeah,
action,
roll,
right?
yeah, roll the second one. Yeah,
That's not hitting.
that one does not hit. I'm gonna make it roll a strength, or I'm gonna make it roll a con saving throw to see if you are able to drive it the way that you want to do it. Okay, it is not driven through the roof of its mouth yet. It is kind of the closest thing that a gator-like creature could do to a whimper. That's what this thing is doing. And it can't speak either due to the rod lodged into its mouth.
God, I really want to just shit talk him so bad. I'm sorry, at the end of my turn.
Yeah. Movable rod. I need to look at something. DC 30.
Yeah.
All right, and that's a saving throw. No, that's just a strength check. It's struggling.
You almost rolled a nat 1 there.
Yeah, I know. It's struggling to fight it. It seems to have no interest in fighting anymore. It simply wants to get this rod out of its mouth. And it is in a full panic now. Now Frisbee's turn. Frisbee takes no prisoners. Frisbee.
Only
Makes it-
frisbees.
Frisbee likes frisbees, yes. Makes his attack roll. He succeeds in said attack roll. Wait, is restrained creature... I need to check something. I don't think restrained gives you auto crits. I think it's only unconscious. Let's see. Let us console the guide here that
No,
I
we
have.
just get advantage.
Yeah, just advantage. Okay. And the frisbee hits for 8 points plus his battle tactics. It doesn't even get to roll for the strength saving throw to not be knocked prone because it already is. Yeah, so he bites into its neck and like tears a chunk out. And then he is going to produce a howl. And heal himself. $26 points as he uses second wind. And that is the end of Frisbee. Kaiza utilizes another mote of her spell that is somewhere higher up on the fucking list. I don't know how to pull it up again. Where is it? I guess I gotta pull it up again. Makes an attack roll. It would have been with advantage. Let's roll again just to see if she gets a crit. No, she does not. Okay. She does damage though. Not on Frisbee. Do not attack Frisbee. It's it for 14 points of fire damage. Fuck it. She cast a disintegrate. Creature has disadvantage on dex saving throw. Holy shit. All right. It takes 76 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ.
It as it gets hit with this and you see like a hole get shot through it essentially. Think of like fucking Dragon Ball where they're shooting lasers out of their fingers and putting holes through people. That's essentially what she just did. You see it almost stopped struggling. It almost closed its eyes and like a single tear go down one of its cheeks. Sage, is your turn.
Okay. I'm just going to attempt to shoot it again.
Okay.
Let's just do some normal, good old shooting. Nat 20.
You're shitting me, brother. You also clicked on the arrow, click the bow. Bring that up. Roll the damage for the bow.
Let's get some damage.
Make sure it's
Oh yeah.
crit.
Oh wait. Oops. Nope. That's actually a crit.
Let me get rid of this first
What?
one.
It's actually a 14. And then I'm going to use my double attack to attack again.
How do you want to do this? I don't even need the second attack.
The second one's an 18.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, for damage, that's gonna be only 4.
How do you want to do this?
Well, imagine it's like mouth agape or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like how they kind of like dragons kind of like they have like those sacs in their throats,
Yes.
like where I imagine like I pierce the sac, like it's venom sac, and the cloud comes out, like the cloud like kind of like ruptures, and then it just kind of like just like it all gets like blowed back into its like body and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like less like it's more like being asphyxiated and that kind of stuff, even if it's not like being poisoned.
Yeah, you fire 2 shots. They both hit. You the ones that are standing right in front of it. The one who's still holding its mouth open, you just hear it as it like chokes. Eyes kind of like open wide as it struggles to breathe, and then eyes kind of roll back. Just get this out of my fucking way, and then dies.
Did we do him too dirty, guys?
It's a dragon, so no.
We tried negotiating first.
You tried negotiating. I told you, these venom, green, whatever acid dragons don't negotiate.
Well, now they'll be vivisected. They can probably create some powerful anti-venoms from its body. Should help people out there on the road.
You see Frisbee walk, like, turn away and, like, walk a few feet. And then kind of, like, spats a couple times. And you can see, like, his own saliva is now, like, a greenish, purplish color from when he's bitten into this thing. And he's like
Poor
licking.
thing.
He starts like licking the ground, trying to get the taste out of his mouth. But you have killed the creature. Congratulations. You've killed my monster in the most brutal fucking possible way to kill one of my monsters.
You put it in a box.
You were supposed to
Uh,
be in the box.
I'm just glad I took those wind powers. That was fun.
I didn't expect anyone to cast wind shit.
I just took it because my character's a bird.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But fucking hell, I wasn't ready. Neither was he. Okay, so yeah, you kill the creature. It's now just kind of like its head dangling off of this immovable rod as it kind of lays there motionless.
We'll probably want to send a team here to clean it. Take whatever they can from the cave. I'm not. Is this the kind of dragon that hoards stuff? I'm not too well versed in.
You could investigate the cave.
It's true.
I'm gonna investigate the dragon to kind of get some more information about it.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
gonna go
yeah,
ahead and
I'll-
I'm gonna retrieve my rod. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit.
I'll do a nature check as well upon the creature.
Okay, roll nature, kind of whatever.
Does Arcana
25.
still work?
I was gonna say I'll
Yeah,
help you
Arcana can
out, but I
still
don't
work.
think you need it.
While we do this, does somebody want to check out the cave?
Yeah. Do I still have night vision
Yes.
or dark vision? All right,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start exploring this
So-
cave.
Dissecting this creature,
Cool.
kind of cutting into it. The smell is horrific, for starters. Its whole body seems to be almost toxic by nature. As like even when you're cutting it open, like its scales still seem to like puff out the like the venomous smoke. At some point while you are doing this, there's a point, bite marks, you get nudged on the shoulder while you are cutting into this thing, by Frisbee, who offers you one of the green dog biscuits that he has.
Oh, thank you.
You have poison resistance for the time being.
I already have poison resistance.
Oh. That's right, you already do have poison resistance. He offers it to Sage then, because she's helping you. He would be smart enough.
I'd appreciate
to know.
that.
Yeah, he gives you the dog biscuit. So essentially, he gave you one of his dog treats.
I'm gonna eat it awkwardly with my character's like beak, kind of like pecking at it like a cracker and a parrot.
It doesn't taste great. Like, it's a dog biscuit. It's not supposed to be made for other people, but you know, as you are eating it, like he's just like sitting there like wagging his tail, seeming quite happy with the fact that he shared something with you.
Oh, I'll give him a little scratch behind the ear.
He accepts gracefully. Kind of doing the like and you kind of scratch it behind the ear. Looking through this creature though, with the poison resistance, so you're not fully getting hit with like the full toxins and shit. You discover that this creature, its blood seems to be poisonous in some way. There are multiple, you find beyond just veins, there are also these like fleshy tubes that seem to connect to a central like gland in its chest that seems to take what same thing as the Thunderhawk, take what it digests and convert it into a toxic fume that it then pushes through these this like circulatory system to then excrete it from its own body. You also find an additional venom sac within its head that pushes venom into the front fangs of this creature, and you notice the fangs themselves have two separate holes. One to like it looks there's like a hole directly at the bottom, like the tip of it, and then there's one that's kind of towards the front of it that looks to allow it to spray acid, or not acid, poison outwards. Similar to a cobra, like a spitting cobra. Trying to think of what
Well,
else.
we've taken down two of the things that might have been preying upon your people.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and check this cave out.
All right, so going, if you want to roll investigation on the cave, I'm just going to switch our view to make it back to the backdrop. As you enter the cave and look around inside, the acid pit kind of, producing its very acidic scent into the air, kind of making your heads kind of hurt a bit as you kind of walk through. You find kind of in the backside of this cave, where you had seen it resting before, there's multiple bones that look to have been essentially a lot of the bones here, they're not completely melted through, but they are almost perfectly whitewashed of a perfect white sheen, as anything that was on them has been dissolved off. In addition, you do find broken pieces of adventuring gear. You find a half melted set of armor that has been slowly been burning up through acid. There's a sword that's highly corroded. As you pick it up, the blade itself crumbles in on itself. Yeah, you find evidence that the original party that was here, and you recognize some of the stuff that's here, Thorin, as the equipment that some of your party, the two party members that were taken had, is here proof that they were taken here and devoured.
I recognize some of this gear.
Then that confirms
Looks like
that
this
we've
was the
figured it
culprit.
out. Well, now that we know that, I'll document it and make sure no one else falls victim to this again. Is there anything else you all would like to look at in this cave beyond that?
Anything going on with that like spring looking thing up in the right corner? Or is that just a thing?
Oh, you're talking about on the map? Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's just an extension to the cave.
Cool.
The program I used to build the battle maps, I told it to randomly generate me a cavern. So it just adds these little indentions. It's a good program. Very nice for developing maps and shit. So you all want to return to camp? That'd probably be a good ending place. You haven't seen all the creatures, but
yeah,
you did take care of most of your tasks. This one was a bit
Yes.
rougher of a session. Definitely more intense creatures. So you all return to camp.
Yeah, it'd be fun to return to this and to finish it out.
We could definitely, so I will tell you this now. This is an expansive world that I'm going to be making that I'm eventually going to do writing with. I'm going to use this as one-shot material of letting people name creatures as they fight them. So you all return to camp. Let me change the music to something less doom and gloom. It's probably a good ending one. So, as you all arrive back at camp and you get resettled, patching yourselves up in any way, preparing to rest for the night before you all have to travel back. It is time to do what we've done every session thus far. It's time to name the creatures you have encountered, which I will bring up now as you all sit down and talk about this. So, the two you must name. Waiting for Jared to make the same joke he's made every single
Oh my god,
time.
look out!
There he goes. So, what shall we name these two beasts that you all encountered for this session?
Fred.
Well, I named two of them last time. Let's have the newbie name some.
That's a lot of pressure. Bro just volunteered me to go first in front of the whole class.
Yeah, he said let him go.
I have no clue what to name these things, I'll be honest with y'all.
Buster is usually our naming guy, and he's not here today.
Okay. I can make this really easy for the hawk.
Yeah.
And just use the name that I put for the one in the concrete jungle.
What would that be?
The Volthawk.
The
That's
Voltron.
cute.
The hawk is Hawktoa.
No, no, no.
Not Hawktua, Hawktoa, like Krakatoa.
Krakatoa! I gotta make a fire monster now that you guys have to call it Krakatoa. That is his whole thing is just making volcanoes erupt. And it yells out its name. It just yells out Krakatoa every time it does it. It can't speak common, but it just yells Krakatoa. Krakatoa! Okay, Volthawk as in like the word volt and then hawk as one word, right? Oh, that one. Oh, yes. I have seen that one. I knew what you were talking about. I know I've seen it. I just couldn't remember how it was spelled. Okay.
We'll
That
talk
makes it
to
easy. Because I was also thinking of converting these to concrete jungle monsters eventually.
Hey, it's a good thing we killed this thing. Otherwise, it'd turned into a crypto scammer, just like its namesake.
Rip.
That's crazy.
She gonna have to talk
Damn.
to a judge.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Bro, she got community noted with it.
That's wild.
Community
One of the
noted with
wildest
list.
stories in this wild, wild year.
What a
Okay,
fucked
let's
up
see.
year we've had.
So this is a you described it as like Viper, like I know like we could go like
It-
Venom Dragon, but that's boring.
Think of it as the mix of like, think of a dragon, like a bearded dragon with wings, but then it has viper fangs that are able to spit venom.
What about like I don't know, a Draco Viper?
Draco Viper can work. Any other ideas? Are you guys good with Draco Viper? I'm assuming that's all one word.
Yeah. Things are just cooler when they're one word.
Do we want to add a dash to it or just keep it one word?
A hyphen? I don't know. As
A
long as people
hyphen, that's
respect
good.
it. It's a little Spider-Man joke for you.
Yeah, I'll add a viper or a hyphen, a viper. What the fuck, bro? All right. So the two beasts that you encountered, you have now named the Volthawk, which I'm going to change in the because I'm keeping this this game active. So like, if I ever decide one day to like, oh, I'm gonna throw people into an area they've already been before, you guys will have the correct names of the creatures now. So the Volthawk has been updated. And now the Draco Viper. And we are complete. That is it. So, I guess if you guys want to stick around like for a few minutes after I do this outro, I will show you the thing I've been working on. Anyways, though,
Yeah.
we hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, follow the follow the Twitch or join the Discord to know when we go live, or go check out the YouTube page where we have all of every single campaign and every session we've ever run, except for the very first one we ever did on this channel. It was Lost to Time. All listed out in playlists so that you can catch up on any past campaigns that we completed or discontinued, or catch up on the current one that will be starting back up in the middle of next January. As always, we hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.